That's a wild dragon right there.
The python hunters are in Australia
Getting rid of cane toads.
for the snake hunt of their lives.
Does the term death adder kick in? That's venomous.
Then they get hands-on with freshwater crocs and face-to-face with man-eating salties.
I got him. This ain't no fish story, mates. This is a croc story.
It's time to get more remote, more wild.
They're on a global mission to protect the planet's snakes and other reptiles. Biologist, venomous snake expert, and croc specialist Sean Heflick.
Ever since I was young, I've been mesmerized by reptiles.
Law enforcement officer and reptile breeder Greg Graziani.
I'm committed to the education and conservation of reptiles.
And designer reptile breeder Michael Cole.
I've been handling snakes since I was 4, but I have a special passion for pythons.
Fighting the fear of the fang. They are the Python Hunters.
Ah, yes. Into the heart of the outback.
When you see wallabies running around, you definitely know you're in the outback.
That's Australia, boys. That's Australia.
The guys are down under in Alice Springs. Their mission? Explore a land exploding with reptiles.
Got a permanent grin on my face ever since we landed.
Yo, this is our first time here in Australia, and we want to find some of the cool reptiles that we can't find back in the U.S. Australia has about 125 species of snakes. 100 of those are venomous, and about 65 of those can kill you dead. So watch where you step, watch where you grab.
We're good, man. Everybody's got shoes and not pumps.
On we go.
Australia has hundreds of species of reptiles, but the two I want to see most while we're here is a small gecko called the spiny-tailed gecko, which I've seen back in the States, but I really want to see in the wild.
But what Michael wants to see most,
And the largest of all of the monitors here in Australia, the parenti.
I also raise crocodilians as well as pythons, so getting close to some of the largest crocodiles on the planet, that is top on my list.
This is what I'm talking about. Freshwater crocs, saltwater crocs, more venomous snakes than you can shake a stick at. That is the real deal.
the guys have planned the road trip of a lifetime. But it starts with something they don't want to find.
Cane toad?
Yep. I got real excited at the base of a termite mound from about 25 yards away. I saw this small little reptilian coil, and I thought it was a little python. I run over to it, and the invasive cane toad.
The Australian government introduced cane toads in the 1930s to feast on the cane beetle, decimating their crops.
It's an environmental disaster. Not only are they a deadly meal to the large predators of Australia, but they're a predator of the smaller reptiles and amphibians.
Oh man, look at that. Wow.
And that right there is that bufotoxin. That bufotoxin is the reason that so many animals, the iguanas, the crocodilians, the snakes, are having issues with this invasive toad here in Australia. It's got very few predators, and they can swallow that toxin and survive. It's just wreaking havoc.
No matter where you squeeze, I mean, all the way down on the legs, I can squeeze those little glands, and that white secretion comes out, which means if an animal bites this thing anywhere, not necessarily right on the glands, they're gonna get that, that toxin in them.
It doesn't take long before the guys chase down a reptile that does belong here. The bearded dragon.
Nice horns on this one. Yeah. We'll run. Now she gets tired. There we go.
That
Well,
was
I tell
funny.
you what.
Did you? She was running and popping and trying to give little nips here and there.
I thought
That's a wild dragon right there. Oh, a little saliva. Did you see that saliva?
Yeah.
Cameraman's on the menu, baby.
I'm really glad to see Sean excited about catching that bearded dragon because, you know, I need these guys on board catching lizards. There's lots of lizards here, as well as crocodiles and snakes.
Oh, yeah. That's the display right there that you don't see in captivity anymore because the animals are handled all the time.
Look at the color on her back. Very handsome dragon. Very handsome dragon.
Before heading into the outback, the guys go to the Alice Springs Reptile Center for a primer on what they'll find in the wild.
Hey, Lex.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
What do you got there?
One of our collet snakes.
Very nice.
Yeah, one of our old girls, unfortunately, but she's, yeah, gorgeous little thing. So, beautiful. Yeah, generally pretty good nature on this one. Our old boy's not quite as nice, unfortunately. But,
It's been 15 years since I've owned those in my collection. You're making me homesick. What other venomous are you keeping in here?
I've got some mulga snakes in here. The other common name everyone hears is king brown. What do you want? You come and say good day?
That is probably the prettiest king brown I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, here's a gorgeous looking animal.
You know, the mulga snake or the king brown, it's got a neurotoxic venom that is deadly. You know, it's normally kind of laid back, but when provoked, it is a hard-hitting, envenomating monster to deal with. Around Alice Springs, around this area, what kind of habitat are you finding these guys?
Well, this guy was pulled out of a backyard in town,
Yeah.
you know. They're pretty common.
And dangerous. Justin knows firsthand.
I just got nailed on the inside of the finger. Oh my God, it was like getting a baseball bat on the back of your head. Every beat of your heart, the nausea, the sweating, unbelievable, mate. This looks like someone was pouring buckets of water over me. It's almost like, you know, the worst hangover and worst common cold you've ever had, then times that by about 100, and that's what your body feels like. It's just intense.
Make no mistake, these are dangerous. It only takes a tiny puncture wound, and that's enough to kill you.
So you get bit, you need to just immediately start moving to the hospital.
Yeah, you get bit by it, you just go, right, bite, okay, treat it seriously, because you don't know until those secondary symptoms start coming on that you realise, holy crap, I've got venom. With brown snakes, it's really common for people to go unconscious.
You know, when we go out on the road in Australia, I don't want to see anybody get hurt or injured or bitten. We need to stay focused.
I've had Ollie for a fair while now. This is Ollie.
Handsome devil.
This 3.5 meter long olive python is just one of more than a dozen python species found in Australia.
So, I love my olive pythons. I've got 19 of them. They're fantastic animals. He's about 10 kilograms in weight and he's about 3.5 meters long.
Time to hit the outback for some real world action.
Take it nice and quiet, guys.
Wow, what a beautiful Australian sand monitor. He's fast.
He's only a young one, 2 years old. We're very, very lucky to see this.
He is gorgeous, huh?
He's a nice animal.
Right now, he's tolerable. He's not heated up yet.
When a lizard is cold, its movements are sluggish. But after just moments in the sun, its body temp shoots up and it can move like lightning.
Look at him go low.
He thinks he's hiding.
Look, he
Look, he flattens out. He thinks he's hiding down there. You can't see me. All right, I would love to put my hands on this guy. He's watching here. Now he's changing his mind.
Just don't let him bolt out between you.
Everybody's ready?
He's looking at me, Greg. I'm gonna bend down. If he turns his head, grab him, okay? Mikey, there's no way you're gonna grab him by his head. Greg, hold perfectly still.
I got him, guys.
Can you get him totally on you? There we go.
Whoa, is he quick.
That was hilarious.
He's in the thicket.
Is he in here?
He's in the thicket.
That thing is like lightning.
How'd he go between you two?
This is why you guys are called python hunters, because you're not goanna hunters.
What happened? I was ready for you two to like bust skulls trying to get that as it went between you.
Yeah, we should have caught that, but I was just warming up. Trust me, though, if we see a parenti, I'll catch that one.
We're headed to a place called Palm Valley. They've got rock-faced cliffs, water, vegetation. I mean, this looks like a really great place to find a lot of reptiles. Maybe we'll even get lucky and find a parenti for Mikey. Look at the backdrop here. It's just freaking phenomenal.
This is harsh but beautiful landscape.
These rock outcrops are ideal sunning spots for cold-blooded creatures.
Right in the middle of that rock is a monitor.
These monitors prey on small lizards, birds, and their eggs, and boy, can they climb. The question is, can we?
Oh, I see his head. He just poked up and looked up. Oh! Careful.
The freckled monitor is a uniquely patterned lizard that can grow to about 80 centimeters.
Well, he could have gone under here. He came right up here. Do you have something?
He's 13 inches in that direction. He is exactly 6 inches from. He's coming this way. Coming this way. Go, get him! Oh, jumped on Greg. Get him, Greg. Get him down. Under your foot. I see him.
Crap! Before I realized what it was, he shot out of there, and I think he hit me in the face first.
Yeah, I saw another one climbing on that boulder down below, and I'm like, let's give it another go.
Come out. Yep, there he is, his whole body.
That one made a fool out of us, but we're learning. Next one, he's ours.
He's a 2-footer.
He has two holes to come out of. He can come out of this hole, or he can come out of this hole.
He's got a perfect little cave there.
You know, back home in Florida, we've probed a lot of rock piles and holes for pythons, but these are lizards. They're gonna be a lot faster and a lot harder to catch when they bolt out of these holes.
There you go. Yeah, I see him right there. I got a tail and a body. Sean, okay, here we go. Oh man, I can touch his tail.
He's under the bottom of this rock.
He's trying to go out here. Still there?
Keep going, keep going, keep going. His head is right on. Keep going.
He's out, he's out, he's out. I got him. Yeah, get him.
Right there.
Nice.
Right there, hold on a second.
Look at that.
These guys like to tease me about being hung up on these small lizards, but it doesn't take much to get them out there chasing them too.
All right, man.
Talk about teamwork. If I'd have missed this one, I'd have never heard the end of it, because I've already had one run right across my chest.
That's true.
Oh.
Fellas, that was truly between a rock and a hard place.
Unfortunately for them, we're very determined.
Yes.
These monitors take their rock crevices seriously.
And I'll tell you what, fellas, that's one of the best ones I've ever seen. That is just an absolute stunner. That's one of the best looking tristis I've seen.
You know, Rex is really excited about these things, but so are we. These little beauties are hard to find. Hell, they're hard to catch.
I mean, look at the red and the coloration in this animal. Wow. Look at the pattern.
You know what it looks like?
Animal.
It looks like an Aboriginal painting.
He does.
Oh, yeah. That looks exactly like the backdrop of an Aboriginal painting.
Those cloacal spurs, you can see them quite clearly. They're one of the only species that actually has those cloacal spurs. So, but with the males, you can tell straight away they're a male, and the female, the spurs are so small we can hardly see him. So that's easy to tell he's a boy. Yeah. He's only a young boy, but it's easy to tell he's a boy.
Woo! Good teamwork on that, guys.
Tristis monitor, baby.
Hey, you know what? I knew we'd get one.
It's no spiny tail gecko or parenti, but it was a lot of fun to catch. Back to the search.
Lizard. What's that in the center road up there, Sean? A Stark? Rock? Left side?
Oh, he's a smoke.
Right there.
I'm getting the impression that there's a lot more lizards than snakes here in Palm Valley, but I'm really starting to get into the thrill of the chase with these guys.
There we go.
That is a beautiful striped skink.
This is one of the smoothest feeling reptiles you'll ever put your hands on. I mean, they almost feel like porcelain.
All those scales, not only are they a little bit of protection, but it allows them to maintain that moisture in their body.
You know, a lot of lizards use that tail as storage for fat for times when food is lean.
And you can see this guy has a huge tail. I mean, they could last a long time without meals out here.
They have the ability to actually twist their muscles, contort their muscles, and actually throw off that tail when they're being attacked by a predator. And then the tail goes to just crazy gyrating and wriggling around, and it grabs the attention of the predator. And while the predator is concentrating on that tail, that lizard flat out.
Oh, big bad boy's got me now. When we release him, we'll let him feel like he won this one.
Rex didn't mention that this is the one venomous species of lizards in Australia.
Let's see how long he hangs on to this finger when I put him down.
He owns you.
Yeah, he's winning. There we go, one more bite. There you go, now you're free. There he goes, slinks right back into his cover and he's gone.
They're after reptiles, but some of the outback's most amazing spectacles are created by insects.
This is not a live mount, which means it's not as stable as you might think.
Oh man, it feels like cement thing.
Termite mounds are made up of mud and saliva. They can take over 50 years to complete and can house more than 1 million of these insects.
Oh, look at him go. Look at him go, man, just like a native.
Made it.
It would have been really funny if he rolled backwards.
Hey,
What?
get away from
It's
here.
like jacketing me before you're
Get
coming
away
down.
from here.
I ain't even gotta climb it. 1, 2, 3.
You realize they're gonna fall coming down.
Yeah.
You know, for reptile guys, it's not a question of day or night. Lizards, snakes, crocs, something's active 24/7. It's just a matter of picking the prize.
Michael still hasn't found a spiny-tailed gecko, but he's in the right place at the right time.
These are mulga trees, and we're looking for the spiny-tailed gecko. And they're actually a gecko species that has eye shine, like a crocodile.
Hey man, I checked all these trees over here. There's no geckos.
I have no interest in finding these geckos either. I want to get back on the road and find some venomous snakes. Mikey, come on!
All right, man, you had enough time for your spiny-tailed gecko. We're going to look for something cooler like a death adder.
You know, the three of us can compete all day long to see who catches the most snakes. But I don't think these guys will give me a whole lot of trouble or competition when it comes to catching geckos.
Snake, snake, snake! He was little.
There he is. There he is.
Oh,
There it is,
look,
there it
look,
is.
look.
It's a death adder.
Yeah, death adder.
Seeing a death adder in the wild, that's just a dream come true.
This death adder is awesome. Not only does it have one of the fastest strikes in the snake world, but just like its name says, its venom is super potent.
Does the term death adder kick in?
I've had a lot of these. This is my first death adder in the wild, and this little baby is just beautiful.
But deadly. Victims have only a 50-50 chance of surviving its paralyzing neurotoxic bite if left untreated.
If you give them a little flick and you'll just see those bands just come out like that, and oh, look at that.
Look at the colors on that.
It's great camouflage for the red mud that you've got here.
Look at that sidewinding locomotion right there. I mean, that is really cool. Look at that, whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Phenomenal.
Especially a juvenile.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just, a juvenile is even better than seeing an adult.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Because, you know, a juvenile means the ecosystem's working.
Yeah.
Look at the way he blends into those rocks.
Guys, you're right in perfect death adder country right now.
He is gorgeous. I don't know what else to say about him but that.
Got him?
It doesn't take long for them to spot something else slithering nearby. A venomous curl snake.
And we, in Alice, we catch lots of these in people's pools. I love going for a swim.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. And these guys love biting, love biting. It's one of their favorite things to do.
Pretty.
So what's the venom on this like?
Some people have been bitten by them have had pretty adverse reactions, so.
Right.
There's always that chance with anything venomous. Look at him whip his tail as he goes. He rolls his tail.
Yeah.
See that?
I tell you can't get tired of Australian reptiles, man.
Is this an adult?
Yeah, that's a pretty average size around here.
You know, I think it was a pretty good night. We caught a curl snake, a death adder. The great thing about Australia is wherever you turn, you end up seeing reptiles. This is like a python hunter's heaven.
The next morning, the guys get a small surprise.
Guys, check this out. Somebody heard that the python hunters were around, and they caught this and brought it in for identification. He's good. Legless lizard. He's got it in a bucket. He's like, I don't know if this is venomous or not. You know, the real pointy snout on it. And I reached in the bucket. I was like, oh, that's a lizard. And guy kind of freaked out. What do you mean it's a lizard? Pointed out all the different features on it. You know, the ears on the side and the skink-like scales. And he actually doesn't have eyelids. He's more snake-like in this species, where he doesn't actually blink. The lizards that we have, the legless lizards, actually can blink their eyes just like a lizard. So, I mean, that's another feature that throws people off.
I'll tell you my favorite characteristic of these animals. Their heads look like a vine snake.
I don't know, man. To me, it looks like an eel.
See, I'm thinking crocodile.
Look at him, moves just like a snake on that sand.
They leave it be and hit the road. It doesn't take long before Justin calls for help.
It's Michael. What do you need? All right, we're about 10 minutes out. Yeah, we'll be there. All right, great. They got a call out at the reptile center.
If there's one thing better than wrangling reptiles in Australia, it's going on a rescue and saving one, especially one that's big and bad and venomous. Anything?
Not yet.
Any good information on ID?
Apparently relatively good size, so, you know, this time of day, mate, wouldn't be surprised if it's either a big common brown or maybe even a mulga snake if we're lucky.
We always find stuff around pumps and that. Do you have that issue?
Get a bit of that.
There's a lot of nooks and crannies, though.
Here, check this out, lads.
What you got?
What do you got? There we go. Grab your bag, mate.
That is a huge king brown. He's just in there trying to hide among those plants and everything.
Look at how big that is.
That's a pretty good sized animal, man.
He's got his head buried right down here under that little piece of cardboard.
He feels hidden, but not totally hidden.
Is this the size of king browns or mulgas that you typically pull out of around here?
He's nearly double what we normally see.
You know, a snake that size will load you up with venom.
And here's your bag.
Oh, yeah, straight in their bag. Put that bag up, mate.
Pick it up.
Straight up. Yeah, shoot out of that.
Yeah, that's a big king brown. I mean, that's a big snake.
Can we go ahead and take him back to your facility and get a better look at him and
Yeah, absolutely.
check him out?
I'd like to see this boy milked. No doubt, a mulga that size will inject several hundred milligrams of venom. That's enough to kill me, you, and our families.
So you look at the size
venom glands on that boy.
You look at the size of the head of that.
Look at that.
So yeah, he's a big, big, strong animal.
That's why they call him a king brown. When you're dealing with a king brown, you better be on high alert. These snakes, they kill people.
Kings and other related brown snakes have killed 27 people in the last 30 years. Justin's already survived one bite.
Get out of that, thank you very much. I don't need you biting me.
You know, another inch, and that could have been a bad bite. But Justin's a pro, and those are the occupational hazards he's facing.
Yeah, I'd like to see how much venom this guy's got before he wastes it on one of us.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who talks to get down.
Go in, Sean.
Yep.
Pass off.
These guys here, the venom tends to have a yellow tinge to it, and it's probably what we call a dirty venom.
Ooh, careful.
There's that dirty venom. There's that golden venom.
Wow, it's thicker than rattlesnake venom. Very similar to our easterns.
Yeah, our eastern diamondback venom has that yellow gold color to it. Same exact thing. He's not even injecting at all. He knows he's got a solid bite. He's like, I have done my job. That's enough to kill all of us in this room. Unlike the vipers we deal with, these elapids or cobra family, they've got a front, short, fixed fang. It only has to be long enough to pierce the skin, you know? And then that neurotoxic venom just gets in your lymphatic system and just, man, courses through your body. That's a little bit of dead right there.
To thank the guys for their help, Justin delivers Michael his holy grail.
Now that is a printing monitor. Biggest, baddest monitor species in Australia. Goanna.
The parenti is the one lizard I came specifically to Australia to see. We didn't catch one in the wild, but when we finally did get our hands on one, these guys decided to play a game of keep away.
We're doing a parenti shot. I get to do the parenti shot. Get away from here.
You were what? No, you're over there, bro. Did you catch one?
I got my hands on it later.
Their mission accomplished in the outback, the python hunters head up to Darwin, an area famous for two reptiles, the freshwater Johnson's crocodile and its bigger man-eating cousin, the saltwater crocodile.
Darwin saltwater crocs can be a real danger because they coexist so closely with people.
The saltwater croc is the largest reptile on the planet, weighing 900 kilos and growing to 6 meters.
You know, they estimate there's 100,000 of these massive crocodiles in the Northern Territory. And with the size of these things, it's no wonder why there are horror stories of people being drugged into the murky blackness of the water. Even the mayor's not safe, it would appear. Croc stalks mayor. I think we need to go help him out, huh? Yeah, right.
Every time we talk about crocodiles, we keep hearing about this place called Shady Camp that's supposed to be full of huge saltwater crocs. That's a place we gotta check out.
Well, what Shady Camp is that you've got this tidal influence. So this is brackish saline water on the northern side. And then over the spillway, you've got the freshwater. The big saltwater crocs, they'll use fresh or salt.
This is salt on this side, this is fresh on this side.
Saltwater crocs will tear you to pieces. If you step in the water here, there's a 100% chance you will be eaten.
You see the ear flaps, but that's not even the entire head. That back's as wild as a 55-gallon drum. But you know, they're the quintessential predator. When you're facing them, a lot of times they'll come up and just hold. But as soon as that prey item turns their back, they'll just, bam, come out. I don't know how you live surrounded by these animals and you still don't know a thing about them. It always boggles my mind. That's why people are on the menu. You know, in the daytime, when it's really hot like this, crocs tend to stay in the water. But at night, it's a whole different ball game. It gets hairy and dangerous. For us, that's showtime, baby.
The python hunter spotlights soon reveal just how dangerous this place is.
There's about 50 crocs on this side and another 40 or 50 on this other side. I mean, there's well over 100 crocs right in this area right here.
I don't think I've seen anything much cooler than this. We are surrounded by some of the planet's most awesome killers. If we don't stay sharp, we could be on the menu.
Salties can travel 13 kilometers an hour, but their speed doubles when they're lunging at prey.
One of the world's best ambush predators. Right at the edge of the water.
I'd put a hurting on if you stood there. It'd be the fastest last 5 seconds of your life.
With concentrations of crocodiles like this, you've got to be aware of every step you take. There's salties in the freshwater, in the saltwater, salties on the spillway, on the bank, and they're all waiting for you not to pay attention to that next step.
They're just waiting for that tide to roll in. The fish will start making their move across that dam. The crocs will come in and buffet.
Getting ready for their midnight snack.
Hey, look at this, look at this. You know why all of these huge salties are just lurking around? There's one small freshie. I don't know how he's still here, because he's like 1/10 their size. But he's enjoying a feast. He has created a little artificial lagoon right there.
He's used his tail and his snout body just to trap fish between himself and the bank, and he's just sucking them up. Look at him, just hammering them.
You know, freshies prefer fresh water, but salties, they can tolerate both salt water and fresh water, but rarely do these things ever coexist. These massive salties, they know we're here, they know we're close, and they also know that we're potential food.
These guys are coming in. There's a big one coming in. Look at that.
Back up. Back up. Back up.
I got him. I got him. Come on.
Back
Come on,
up.
come on, come on, come on.
Back up.
Come on. Keep going.
He's coming out. He don't give a damn.
All right. He says, I want me a cameraman.
They can hear it, they can smell it. He knows exactly what's holding that light. We should probably get out of here because some of these salties are taking a little too much interest in us. So we're gonna head off. We're gonna mess with their smaller cousins, the freshies, or the freshwater crocodiles. Now, they're a lot of fun. But we can't let our guard down because we've been told that salties are moving into this area as well.
I got one. Look at that. Crocodilis johnsoni, Australian freshwater crocodile. This guy's got nice weight on the tail, nice fat tail, eating real well. I mean, just an incredible little crocodile here, and it's the smaller of the two crocs you find here in Australia. And really, really narrow snout. But you can tell this is definitely a fish eater with that narrow snout. I finally got one. I got to go find the boys since I left them.
Oh, yeah. Look at
That's
that.
what we're looking for.
Beautiful animal. Yeah, I guess you probably want a picture of you holding a Johnston's crocodile.
Yeah, that's for dang sure.
All right, don't look so happy.
You know, there are two reasons why this is my favorite croc catch of all time. The first is this is a Johnston's crocodile, my wife's maiden name. But even more than that, I finally beat Sean. I've caught a croc species that he's never laid his hands on before.
Sean!
Oh, nice.
All I gotta say is, I know it won't last long,
One in hand.
but I've got a species you haven't caught around the world yet.
That's true. Though if you would have told me it was that size, I wouldn't have got off the one I was just tracking. You know, the challenge for me now going forward is to catch a larger freshie. Game on.
Australia's freshwater crocs numbers are in jeopardy, so the guys are pleased to find a healthy one.
He's got a belly full. He's eating
Yeah, he
something.
does, and look at the tail. Look at the
Fat.
weight in the tail. I mean, he's doing really, really well. We'll go get this guy back to where he belongs.
Beautiful.
And we still got a lot to see here in Australia.
I really was tracking a croc. I had it trapped.
Well, why don't you say something?
Always another fish story, croc story. 4-footer, had it trapped.
Just gonna set him down right here. Run him out on land. Look at him gallop. That is awesome. That is one crocodile that will actually gallop. The back legs will come up, and when he runs, he gallops like a horse. Where's Mikey at? Did you sacrifice him or what?
No, he was right on my ass, and then he ditched off on the wood end.
Mikey!
You know, first Greg takes off, then Mikey disappears. I don't think they quite understand the gravity of this situation. They could get taken by a salty, bitten by one of these venomous snakes. It's a little different out here. Mikey!
No, he's over here.
Mikey!
Mike.
I've been doing my part for getting rid of cane toads. I came across one, I looked around, and they were everywhere. Now we gotta bag them up
Let's
and
bag
get
them.
them out of here. I know there's a lot more than this here.
Ultimately, that translates into a lot of babies.
Oh, yeah.
Thousands and thousands
Absolutely.
of potential young out.
Yep.
So
Authorities estimate there are 9 cane toads for every human in Australia. That's a whopping 200 million toads. And counting.
look at these toads. They're like rats on my feet. Look at this right here. From just 2 cane toads getting busy, you can get 10,000 to 35,000 babies per year. It is no wonder Australia's infested with these things.
You know, these cane toads don't affect our ecosystem nearly as badly as they do here. I mean, we have some issues with them. They are not near the problem in Florida that they are here in Australia. Doesn't sound like much to get these out of there, but with the numbers that they can produce, you know, we're doing something every little bit.
Australia with those cane toads has been one massive, live, living laboratory.
That just goes to prove it right there.
One species under attack by the cane toad is the endangered freshwater crocodile. The toxic toads are a deadly meal for the freshies. Charlie Manolis has been monitoring these crocs for more than 30 years.
I'm going to give you this very, very, very important piece of equipment. You're going to guard this with your life. We'll use these to find the eggs. Freshies love to dig in sand. You've got to have really soft touch, yeah? Okay. And the probe will just go drop it. So just watch your step here, boys.
You know, the team knows a lot about reptiles, but Charlie, he's an expert on these freshies and where they lay their eggs. So counting these nests, it's going to give us a real gauge on how this population is faring.
These guys will nest in about middle of August to say mid to late September. Their eggs are designed to hatch just before the wet season, so their babies come out when there's lots of bugs, lots of insects, lots of fish, when everything's breeding. If the eggs stay in the ground too long, they flood with the rains. If they come out too early, they come out when it's really harsh like this and they don't get much of a chance. So it's a really small window of opportunity that they've got to work towards, you know? And they've got to get it just right.
There's crocodilian uric acid.
We call it croc poo in Australia.
Croc poo.
Got a really nice nesting bank here.
That drops through quick, but that might be...
That just might be.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be that much difference in elevation.
No.
Here you're looking at a
Look,
difference of like a half a meter.
Some can be down here, some will be up there. You can see these guys have been digging here.
You got one there?
There you go. I've got a nesting site here, guys.
Oh, look at the egg.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
means...
That's only 3-4 inches down.
Yeah, that's actually, I actually felt the egg.
Fertilized crocodile eggs have a faint marking around their shell. Clear egg shells will not hatch.
Outback band at all. So either it's died within 24 hours of being laid, or it's just never got fertilized.
There we go.
Real easy to see the difference.
Yeah, look.
See this band? No band.
There's a ring. It's like a ring that goes around there.
Nice white band around there.
So what's the average clutch size for these?
For freshies, it's about 13 eggs. See, what do we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's another guy under there. So you've got about an average size clutch. And that size egg is about an average female. Big female, big eggs. Little female, little eggs.
Only 1% of all hatchlings reach maturity. The rest fall prey to monitor lizards, wild pigs, and their croc cousins, the salties.
Charlie has tracked over 2,000 freshwater crocodiles in his population study, and we're learning a lot from him now. But what we really want to do is get our hands on these crocs.
This is all underwater in the wet season.
This really would be like the Everglades. Just a sheet flow of water. And
This is basically a desert, but once a year it gets a good rain and then it dries right back out.
What's left are ponds, known locally as billabongs. Perfect pools for overheated freshwater crocs.
Okay, boys, have to get you off. Yeah, let's see if we can catch some crocs, guys.
nah, you're playing my kind of tune.
Freshies aren't the only thing in these billabongs. The salties like this area too. If there's a big salty in here, it could spell disaster for one of us.
That thing's belly dragging.
You've got feet right here.
He's going that way.
Freshie, boom.
You see one?
Yep,
Excellent.
another one, another one.
There you go.
There's at least 4 right here. 1, 2,
3. Oh, they keep popping up. There's a bunch here. 5.
That's a nice sized croc there.
Good spot, man. This is a great spot. Charlie, are you comfortable with us getting in here?
Woo. We'll see how deep it is.
Okay. Safety first. We'll listen to what you say, but we're all eager to get in. It's going to be hard to keep us out.
There's at least 9 right here. I counted 9, and there's one good-sized one in there.
There you go. There's one right there.
Was that a... So whatever that was jumped out of the water like a fish.
The boys must be careful. This pond could hold a man-eater.
A bunch of his tagged and numbered ones were driven out by a saltwater crocodile just 100 yards over. So he's got a good suspicion a lot of them were pushed over into here, so we'll find out.
The first thing we got to do is catch these guys. So we're going to lay out a net and see if we can't drive these crocs into it.
There's one right here.
You got one?
That's moving. It's a good-sized one, probably a 4-footer.
Mikey slapped that water. Yeah. Swishing doesn't do much. What? Heads up.
Just watch his...
Oh, he's a decent sized one.
Jackpot.
Hang on, Greg. He's not in that net very good.
He's not well tied, boys.
Relax. Hey, Charlie, he's got a good wrap now.
Yeah, he does.
I don't care if these guys are half the size of a saltwater croc. They've got lots of teeth, they're sharp, and they're really fast.
I've got about 4 or 5 in the net down here.
Greg's got one.
Yes, hang on.
Freshwater crocodiles all over the place. Good stuff.
Oh, this sort of water, they'll be okay, but we got to work quick.
You know, that may be a small freshwater crocodile, but that's a mouthful of teeth there. You won't forget those teeth real quick if he latches on.
These guys' jaws are so strong, they snap shut like steel. Charlie's figured out how to get them open so we can release them from the nets.
All their strength's in those jaws, mate. It's all just bone. So it's not hurting him, but it's the only way you can get their mouth open so we can untangle them. Tie him short.
Look at that.
If he gets enough of a whip, he'll break that,
Are you listening?
that rope, okay?
You're excited. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
So you take him up there.
Woo! Johnston's crocodile. Good stuff.
This is a small croc, but this guy can grow up to 8 to 10 feet long and live for almost 75 years. That's close to a human lifespan.
The freshwater crocs keep on coming.
You got him.
Yep. Look, this is love call. I found my soulmate. I know, sweetie, huh? Oh, I know. That's your love song, isn't it? Huh? I know. Yeah. You're a sweetie.
Boys, he's mine.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of ours.
One of ours. All right. You know, the best way to mark freshies is to clip their tail scutes. And this guy, he's been caught and marked before.
So he's 1905. Like he would have been marked in about 2001.
She may be small, but there's still plenty of fight left in her.
Yeah.
That is house rule. You bleed, you pay.
Holy cow, there's the tooth that
got you.
This baby right here. See that? It hangs. You did me.
They got 70 nice razor sharp teeth. You just have to rub your fingers over them and they get you.
Ah, just a little nick.
This is great. This is the pointy end of the science.
You know, if one little tooth can cause that much bleeding, imagine what a mouthful can do to you. Hey, get your finger out of my girl.
It's a girl. It's a baby.
I'm jacked with these little guys. I just touched them and they get his tail out so I can adjust.
Excellent. Well, now comes the good part. We measure these boys up, work out what's wrong with them, abnormalities, injuries.
The more I play with this stuff, the more I become a croc guy.
9 animals, that's 6.
Rocco.
126.8.
20.3.
66 on the money. 102.
96.3.
You know, the data we've collected today on the freshies ultimately will help Charlie figure out what's going on with the predators, lack of food, habitat changes, invasives, and maybe even the saltwater crocodiles moving into the freshies areas.
So this is probably a 2-year-old animal?
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't hurt unless you cut yourself with the knife.
Charlie clips the tail scoots of each croc he captures to give them their own ID number. This allows him to track the movement and growth of every freshie he catches.
And what I'm going to do is give him an extra cut. This guy, I'm going to cut the 10th scoot to tell me that he was cut on the year that we came out with the python hunters. Okay, so she's done.
This is one of the most favorite things about crocodiles for me. They get these bottom teeth that literally grow through the snout like tusks on a wild boar.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, this one is really sticking up. This animal's taped, but if this animal thrashes, I've got 3 teeth on this side right here.
He will get you.
That'll just slice you wide open.
The guys have one last croc to examine before they call it a day.
This guy's been caught before. Look, you can see the scar. 3, 4, we got 500, 600, 800. So it gives him 1,904. And in 10 years, she has grown 167 millimeters, 6 inches in 10 years. Some of these guys, you pick them up 10, 20 years later, and they've sort of grown this much.
Yeah,
So this was a mature croc when you found her?
She would have been mature at the time.
She's
Yeah,
already
1.6
over-
meters, she's over the size that...
Already over her growth spurt.
Yeah.
You know, this healthy female freshie is a positive indicator that maybe the cane toads haven't totally decimated this crocodile population. And even more importantly, Charlie's got a bit of information that we're just dying to hear.
Who had the longest one? As much as I hate to say it, I think it was Sean.
Even he hates to say it.
That's a good haul, guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
How many people do you meet to beg you to take them to a place where they can jump into the water with crocodiles?
Not a lot.
Collecting the data on these freshies is really important, but now we get to have fun. We get to release them.
This ain't no fish story, mates. This is a croc story.
Those are some magnificent crocodiles. This, for me, is the first species in a long time. I've been stagnant at about 11 species in the wild, and it's cool to add one to it, and especially an Australian freshie.
Oh yeah, look at the cow. That's some good stuff, man. That is some good stuff, guys.
Good stuff. Good.
Charlie. Thank you,
Excellent.
mate.
The python hunters are in dangerous water off the coast of Australia after 2 of the world's deadly creatures.
We're gonna get our hands on some highly venomous sea snakes.
And the box jellyfish.
There's nothing else on the planet kills as quick.
We're looking for something even deadlier than a saltwater croc.
Then they're back on dry land to track down a giant snake.
They're pulling these amethyst fiends out in their backyard.
16 feet of gorgeous. It's time to get more remote, more wild.
They're on a global mission to protect the planet's snakes and other reptiles. Biologist, venomous snake expert, and croc specialist Sean Heflick.
Ever since I was young, I've been mesmerized by reptiles.
Law enforcement officer and reptile breeder Greg Graziani.
I'm committed to the education and conservation of reptiles.
And designer reptile breeder Michael Cole.
I've been handling snakes since I was 4, but I have a special passion for pythons.
Fighting the fear of the fang. They are the Python Hunters.
We came all this way to the Cape York Peninsula of Australia. We're gonna get our hands on some highly venomous sea snakes.
They're heading to Weipa off the northern tip of Australia.
So we've been invited by Jamie Seymour to kick off a research project with venomous sea snakes. He's a venom expert, we're snake experts. This is a perfect scenario to investigate these highly venomous sea creatures. There are over 30 species of sea snakes classified in Australian waters, and Jamie thinks there are some out there that haven't been identified. This could be a great chance for some scientific discovery.
But they're not the only deadly creatures in these waters.
And it's not the crocs up here that worry me, it's the bull sharks. There are some serious big bull sharks and we call them monsters. So they're the ones I'm worried about.
We like to play with all of it. 1, 2, 3, go.
So basically, I mean, this is one of the areas where we've seen a really high diversity of sea snakes. We've got 12, 13, maybe 14 species in one night. So on a good night, we'll get 30, 40, maybe 50 sea snakes.
First, Jamie wants to prep the guys on just what they're looking for.
It's lateral compression on the tail. That has evolved solely for locomotion.
Yep.
In these systems.
Yeah.
You know, they have, this is also, unfortunately, if they happen to crawl out on land or get stuck out on land, it does them a disservice.
Yep.
When you start to look at the scales alone, these scales are six-sided. They're not like the normal scale of a snake, and they do not overlap. You would think for an aquatic snake that the scales would overlap. It's almost like fish. You know, another really cool thing about these things is just like crocodilians, they have nostril valves. You can shut them when they dive, and then they come to the surface, they can open them. And I mean, look, they're wide open right now. You know, that is very cool.
The sea snake's tail is flat and shaped like the keel of a boat, allowing them to use it like a paddle.
Sea snakes are serious business. They inject a highly toxic neurovenom to kill the fish that they prey on. And the worst of that venom can be up to 50 times more deadly than some of their cobra relatives.
That goes over the fangs of the snake. You massage his venom glands and the venom will run down the inside of the tube. Normally you don't get a great deal out of these snakes. So it's one of the big misconceptions that people reckon these things have got small fangs so you don't need to worry. That, you know, if they bite you, it's not going to be deep enough, and that's, I mean, so not the truth. Yeah, you only need a scratch just to break the skin, and that's enough for the venom to get in.
Jamie, taste that and tell me if that's
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, Jamie, what's your protocol for a bite?
Standard lapid bite in Australia, pressure mobilisation bandage, but the number one thing is don't move. And then everybody just says, you'll be fine. Even if we're going to lie to you, you'll be fine. Got to keep your heart rate down and keep you calm, immobile, and not doing anything.
You know, the boys have never handled sea snakes before, and Jamie just told us that we could die out here, so they're like really focused and on high alert.
Sun's down, so game on, huh?
Absolutely. One of the reasons that we think that you get a lot of the sea snakes here at night is a lot of the birds of prey eat them.
When you come up on a snake, you dip the net in water, come up under him with the net?
Don't put the net too deep in the water because you get ripped out from underneath. You literally just scoop him off the water.
Just scoop him off the water.
You won't, They won't go far.
Belly shine, is it going to be reflection? You're just going to...
They'll literally be almost tied in, like, looks like it's tied in a ball. It'll all happen, like literally snake after snake after snake after snake after snake. He's taking a breath, he's gone down.
He's going, he's still up, he's still there.
He's still up. And pull it out of gear, Dave.
Oh, get the net. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Missed him! Oh,
Uh-oh.
no!
All right, you missed it?
I didn't do it, nobody saw me do it, you can't prove anything, man.
That's right, it's a long swim home from here.
You know, we're used to catching snakes and reptiles on the land where we've got solid ground, but we're on a boat now, so it may take us a little while to get our sea legs.
Oh, here we go, the pressure's on.
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 feet. Cut it. On it.
Oh!
You missed it.
He actually did the jump, baby.
Oh!
What was that? At least the ones I missed were already on the bottom when I went.
Before they go, they'll pull their head out of the water, they'll take a breath, and then they'll go. Once they've got their head up and they're taking a breath, forget it, you're not going to get them. Okay, so they need to be balled up, and we'll just skim them out of the water.
Seeing both Sean and Greg miss their first sea snake catches makes me a little nervous. Now the pressure's on. I gotta make my first catch.
Oh, there's a changing of the guards.
12 o'clock,
Got it,
30
Dave?
feet, 20 feet.
Pull up, Dave. Down the water. Get the one that's balled up first. Come on, get the second one.
There's
Two
a
in a
twofer.
row.
Good
Yeah,
job.
baby.
There's a twofer. Coming back around, 2 hots.
And again, the juveniles.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Look at that.
The pressure's on for Sean and Greg. They've only got a 3-hour window to catch as many as possible before the snakes leave the area for the night.
Yeah, he's real small. He's going through.
Yeah, oh, file snake.
File snake.
File.
Oh, yeah.
He's using his mouth as a hand. It's great. There we go, there we go, there we go.
Said, aren't they stunning animals?
Gorgeous. This is the infamous file snake. When you touch this creature, its skin literally feels rough like a file.
The file snake gets its name from the hard scales that line its skin. It uses sensory organs in that skin to help locate prey.
It was amazing. These things have approximately double the blood volume of another species of this size. Quite possibly it's because of their feeding behavior.
That's what we've been looking for since we got in Australia, day one.
See, you just haven't come to the right guy.
You're right.
Yeah, see?
Hey.
You know, I've never seen a wild file snake before, but being the first python hunter to actually capture one, man, that really feels good.
These are just great snakes. This is a great find right here.
Hey guys, I just can't help myself. I know we got some cool stuff, but there's still snakes out here.
The flop, the little one.
Not to mention,
coming in.
Since I've missed 2, I had to spot and catch this time. I really, you know, I got to prove to him that, you know, I'm worth being on the boat or I don't eat tonight.
10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 feet. Cut it. Got him.
Hey, you notice how when they're catching, I grab their belt and their shirt? When I'm catching, they're kicking me off the bow.
That should tell you something.
With the clock ticking, the python hunters shift into high gear.
Straight in front now, on the left-hand side. Coming down the left-hand side, in front of you, in front of you.
11 o'clock, 30 feet. 20 feet. Coming in. Full stop.
All right, a twofer.
He's diving.
Don't get the twofer. Oh, you lost the first one.
No, I didn't.
Okay, that's a file, isn't it?
That's a file.
It's a big file, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big file
Look at
snake,
that,
look
baby.
at that. Hold on, keep this tail out, Mikey, while I work the head so he doesn't wrap that tail on me.
I got a fat file, baby.
Yo, look at that.
Oh, man. What a beauty.
Oh, man. That is awesome. Look at that.
Ah, baby.
Just love that head. It's so prehistoric.
Let me see that big boy I caught.
Good job, man.
You guys want to find some more file snakes? 12 o'clock, 30 feet. 20 feet. 15. 10, cut the engine.
Get it. That's pretty. Pretty. You know, we pulled out olive-headed sea snakes, horned sea snakes, 2 file snakes. Who knows what the next dip of the net's gonna bring us?
That's excellent. Guys doing well.
Wow, we have never caught this many snakes so fast. I mean, this is just surreal.
And groundbreaking. The guys land a species Jamie can't identify.
So what is it? Different species.
Now, is that an adult version of that juvenile we have in there, you think? Or totally different? We're on a 4th species?
Pass. I think it's a different species altogether. Really little head. Look at the size of the head.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, what a great night. I mean, we pulled out more snakes than I ever expected. 2 file snakes and a sea snake species that Jamie hasn't even identified.
I think we have enough snakes, guys.
All right.
I think we have enough snakes.
Why? They're running out of airspace in there or what?
No, we've got to process all these tomorrow, remember?
The next morning, they're back on the water to help Jamie process the sea snakes.
Got a lot of processing to do. That's a horn.
It's a huge job. Identify, measure, milk, and tag at least 50 wet serpents.
All right, either it's a horn or it's a spiny belly. Look at that.
But these snakes are uncharted territory for the guys, so they'll need a bit of help.
Spiny bellies have horns?
Let's see.
Just figure it out.
Just the horn?
There's the horn right
The
there.
horn is really a lot more keel on the
Go
scale.
spiny belly. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, wrong markings.
Yep. Horn.
What it is.
Horn.
There you go with that.
Nice.
The pointy scales surrounding its eyes ID this as a horned or eyelash sea snake. But the next species is something they've never seen before.
Look at the flesh coloration in this one on the nostril valves.
Yeah, blue.
And he's so light colored. He's just handsome.
He's pink.
Well, Jamie, look at this. This guy has no ventral spines.
Yeah.
One of the telltale signs is under here. He's got a wedge and 2 elongated scales on each side of his chin. So his mental scale is a wedge. No.
It's different. It's not an olive
This
head.
is not an olive head.
Okay, so what is it?
It's got this medial line of scales straight down the belly that the others didn't have.
No.
Very interesting little monster.
We'll get some close-up photos of that, and we'll mark it as an olive head question mark. It wouldn't be off to think there was another species not described out there.
Oh, that's,
you know.
yeah, it's well within the realm of possibility, yeah.
If this is an undiscovered species of sea snake, there's gonna be an epic battle to see who gets to name it. But I got a pretty good idea. I really like the species name Heflicii.
It's time to get down to the focus of Jamie's study, venom. And that means the potentially deadly task of milking.
We are more than happy to come out here and help Jamie out with isolating the venoms from these different species of sea snakes. You know, no two species are alike, and neither is their venom.
There you go.
There we go.
That's enough to ruin your day right there. You think that little volume of venom in your blood system wouldn't do crap, you know, but...
And that's what sets the Australian lapids apart from pretty much all the other venomous snakes. Is one, the venom's really, really toxic, but there's only a small amount of it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's enough to knock most of us around, right?
Yeah, I want to try milking one of these.
Greg doesn't have experience extracting venom from sea snakes, so he's got to be on his game, because one mistake could be fatal. The fangs are not as far up as other lapids. They're on the side, so be aware of that. Yep. Yep. You got to keep it with that angle.
I mean, really simple. That fang is so tiny. Can't see it.
Yeah.
But I can feel, you know, you're hooked on it, so you know it's there because the vial doesn't move either way.
Now that we've milked these guys, all we have to do is get their measurements,
6.5, 1.66.
insert a microchip in them, and get them back in the water.
Microchip the animal's about 2/3 of the way back in the body. Nine 7-7-0-0 7-7-2-2 3-5-7. Get them in the water.
So typically, what's their response when we put them in the water?
Usually what happens is they'll sit on the surface for 20 seconds, maybe a minute, take a big breath of air, and then woof, down they'll go. Got a heap of animals to do.
This guy's kind of spunky, so go down, brother.
Come on, buddy, get down. Get down, take a breath.
This could be ugly, and he needs to go down or that bird or prey will get him.
He just took a breath. He just took a breath.
Go down, go down.
There he goes.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Last one. Bittersweet getting to the end here.
Sea snakes are so unique and different from the snakes that we normally deal with. This is like peering into a window of a whole nother world.
That's good.
Good breath, good breath. All right, go.
I tell you what, it's nice to have an empty bucket, but sucks to have an empty bucket.
Sea snake experts are still working with the guys' photos to determine if their mystery catch is a new species. Time to head out again. But now, they're after one of the deadliest creatures in the world.
Gonna head across this bay, see if we can pull some highly venomous box jellyfish out.
Jamie's also an expert on the box jellyfish and needs one for his study.
Now that it's spring and the box jellyfish are moving inshore, and you're asked to help wrangle a potential killer like that, there's only one thing you say. Hell yeah.
So we're putting these on because if you get 2 meters of a tentacle touching your body at any place from a box jellyfish, you're dead.
Box jellyfish are also known as sea wasps or marine stingers.
These box jellyfish can outswim a person.
Absolutely. They'll do about the speed of an Olympic swimmer.
Really?
Yeah, we've seen them stationary in an 8-knot current.
People think that box jellyfish are extremely simple organisms, but even though they're 96% water, they can be 100% deadly.
One sting of their neurotoxic venom is so painful, it can cause the victim to go into shock or drown, or die of heart failure.
There's nothing else on the planet kills as quick for a human. You had 2 meters of tentacle on your body, and we're taking you home in a body bag.
Said that even if you had anti-venom immediately at the same time as the venoms, you're still dead.
Yep, it's all over.
If they fire, it's going through the suit. But the suit will keep it from firing because it's not coming in contact with organic flesh.
But the only way they can catch them is with their bare hands.
The tentacles contain all of the death-dealing venom, so it's imperative that we grab these by the bell and don't let the waves wash those tentacles over our bare hands.
That is, if the saltwater crocs don't get them first.
What we want to try and do is make sure that you've got the shore, you, and Dave. Don't get yourself on the outside edge of Dave, because then the crocs can come straight to you and eat you, rather than having to go past Dave under the boat. Make sense? This has got crocodile written all over it, Dave.
I'm having a hard time looking for jellyfish. I keep panning the shoreline for crocs.
I kind of have to chuckle that we're in saltwater croc territory and we're looking for something even deadlier than a saltwater croc.
Yeah, it's almost like we haven't thought this through.
Is any of this animal going to break the surface, or is he going to be just below?
In this sort of weather, you'll probably be about that far under the water. Okay. The problem is, in the conditions we've got here, once it gets any further than about that under the surface, you're not going to see it.
And you grab it by the bell.
Yep. I'll always move the animal, so the animal's always moving, and it'll be below the water. Okay. So the tentacles are always streaming backwards. The moment you stop, the tentacles will wash all over your fingers, and then you're in trouble. So they're liable to be anything from about this size through to about that size in here. Yeah, it'll be almost translucent, but it'll be definitively square, hence the name box jellyfish. You've almost got to look sort of out of the peripheral side of your vision to pick them up. If you're looking straight at them, they'll almost disappear.
Even though the box jellyfish is one of the most deadly animals on this planet, the big problem is people just don't see them because they're clear.
Now you just gotta find them.
Yeah, you just got to spot them first.
We're not going to take any risks. Jamie has handled these before. He's going to show us how to catch his first one. This is the most dangerous animal we've ever attempted to catch.
Is this your honey hole right here?
Visibility's tough. Come on, jellies.
Right there. See it? The little thing. Yeah.
I'm impressed. I am impressed. That's the first one for the season. That is seriously great.
Jamie makes it look easy, but he's only centimeters from death.
That is very cool. I am dumbfounded. I've never seen anybody on the boat that's never seen one of these before that picked that up like that.
Said it looked like a square and it looked like a jellyfish.
That's a seriously cool find.
Look at him move around.
The color on those tentacles, amazing.
Tentacles will range from purple to fluorescent green.
Why would you expect this to be like a normal jellyfish, right? Nothing else about this animal is, except for maybe its gelatinous portion is the same, huh?
Yep. You see, when these guys are in fishing mode, I mean, you see it. It goes from an animal that's say this big with tentacles that are like this when it's swimming. When it goes into fishing mode, you just see the tentacles. Seriously, at about that speed, relax.
So does it more or less just drag?
They don't just drag at the back end. They're able to move where the tentacles are to actually move individual tentacles in the water column. Crab's on the rock. The animal will swim past, flick one tentacle onto the crab, bang, and swim off with it.
That's incredible stuff, man.
You can hack a tentacle off this animal, and probably in about 24 hours, it'll grow back maybe half an inch of tentacle.
Everything they've got is just turbo.
Yep.
So even their lifespan?
120 to 180 days, yep, it's all over. They'll grow at 2 or 3 millimeters a day.
So they're living the life of the rock star.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Everything about these guys happens at breakneck pace.
How many polyps, potentially, can one jellyfish produce in one reproductive session?
Female probably sheds 500,000 to 1 million eggs. Keep in mind that each one of those eggs can then produce a polyp. Each one of those polyps can asexually reproduce. Right. So it's infinite.
A billion per female, roughly.
Yep. And that's one of the things people often say is, can't we eradicate these things? If you wanted to eradicate them, you'd have to get rid of every single jellyfish because you only need one male and one female, and it'll repopulate the whole area all over again.
Right. That is a seriously cool and bad animal.
See the way he's pulsing? So that area there and here is what's referred to as the ropalial niche.
These are all his eyes right there.
Yep. So there's 6 eyes here, 6 here, 6 here, and 6 here, and they're all pointing inwards. Now, not only does it have that, is one looks up through the head, and the other one looks down through the tentacles. So the animal actually has this 360-degree vision so that it can see what it's doing and see what's happening in the water.
So they're going in through his body, so he's amplified like us using an underwater lens.
Yeah.
This is an exciting catch. By far the most venomous animal we've come across. And I saw it first, even without my contacts in.
The guys wrap up with Jamie and head back to land to wrangle their favorite species.
We got a phone call from a snake catcher in Cairns. He says that the place is just crawling with pythons. Got to get down there and check this out.
Pythons hunters are in town, and the calls start coming in.
Call out in the night. We'll get some pythons.
We're headed to a really rural area, and this family has scrub pythons coming in and eating their chickens.
Here, GPS man, that's the address we've been given.
City.
Our first pythons in Australia.
They're psyched to get their hands on one of the largest snakes on the continent. The amethystine, or scrub python, has been known to grow up to 8.5 meters.
We're excited. These babies get big, and that's the way we like them.
Uh-oh, you got some visitors, huh? How y'all doing? Hey.
They meet up with Cairns' official snake catcher, David Walton, on location.
His family has seen a scrub python disappear under the chicken coop.
How long ago did you say you last saw him?
Probably about half an hour ago.
I mean, we got a nice slot right here where he could slide in and under the fence without a problem.
He's out of the fence for sure. Oh, you can tell there's not a snake in here. See how nice and calm they are?
Yeah.
The guys know this snake isn't going anywhere without a little takeout chicken.
Snake! Snake!
And then down on the ground out to about here.
Oh, look, that's a nice scrub, huh? Huge amethystine. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
This is a great catch. We don't have any native snakes this size in Florida, only the invasive Burmese.
I got him. I got him.
He's biting the hell out of my thigh.
So Sean's got the tail on one side. When he grabbed it, it bit Greg on the other, so he grabbed the head.
So I've got his head now.
So literally, we got a tug of war to see who's gonna catch this snake.
Greg, I got a hold of him here.
I have his head. Which, is he tangled on anything?
No.
All right, slide him through.
Imagine that. He's got a couple lumps in him.
As soon as I lifted the locker to see him, because he's sitting right there,
and he started to climb by me. And as soon as you grabbed his tail, he just said, wham.
Young one.
I haven't gone to a country yet where I haven't been bit by the local fauna.
Yeah, he's got a couple of eggs in him.
Think you can get those out?
You want him back, huh?
You want him back?
You want him back. You're that hungry.
Yes, we use them for breakfast.
Pre-warmed.
Oh, bro.
No more breakfast, guys. That's
I hate to say it, but I think you lost those two.
we had a 5-metre one in January, and it had 2 whole chickens in it.
Oh my!
And he was a big snake. I mean, he had sort of, you know, about around across.
Are you breeding these chickens for your family or just the pythons out here?
We could almost set our watch every 3 weeks. We'd lose a chicken, and you could go, oh, it'll be tonight or tomorrow night, and you'd look at your watch and go, yeah, that's it. You have it on the calendar, and we'd lose a chicken.
I'm jealous if you're catching pythons like this here all the time.
You know, these guys love to eat birds and bats. They've got these infrared or heat sensing pits, and they really can hone in and target on their prey. And you know, chickens are easy. You guys got them all cordoned in here for them and just offering them up. That's nice of you.
You guys probably don't like having the snakes here, but you know, it tells us that there's a healthy environment.
You can see he gets his name, the amethystine python. He's named after the amethyst stone. And when you can see when the light shines on him on the right way, he'll give you the pinks and the purples.
Oh,
bit
the
like
sheen. The sheen is beautiful.
The oil on water sort of colours.
The iridescence on these things is just incredible. They're really right up there with the rainbow boas.
Let's bag him up.
They are known to be a snappy breed of python, one of the more aggressive ones that we have here. I mean, often quite placid, but the moment they feel that there's a bit of a threat there, they're not backward in having a bite.
Amethystines, we joke about them being face biters, because even the ones that are fairly tame, when they see that face, you've got to be careful, because they strike right out.
Well, this is one of the pythons, but the family said there were 2. Well, let's lay this guy down. I know you've had a stomp, but we'd kind of like to take a look and see if we can find the bigger one, eh?
Sure.
And this stuff is so thick, you'd have to stomp right on him. So there are some rows here and there.
Now that he knows that chicken pen's there, he'll be back.
A lot of habitat for him to just disappear back into.
There's plenty of them in this area.
Well, let's, I guess, unless we can get out of these people's hair, right? Let them go to bed.
You guys have a great night.
This is our first python in Australia, and unlike the Burmese pythons in the Everglades, this one belongs here. So we get to relocate this one back into the wild. Yep, the rat doesn't want to go in and doesn't want to come out.
Don't you bloody musk me.
We call that spooge where we come from.
Amazingly, the snake.
I've never had one do this
There you go,
before.
there you go. There you go. Normally, oh yeah, that's a nice perfume. Whoop, out pops the head. Hello.
Amethystine pythons are excellent climbers, but young ones prefer tree branches to slithering on the ground.
This is Australia's largest snake and has been known to grow up to 8 metres in length.
Australian scrub python. Yeah. It's gorgeous. I gotta tell you, we've all done snake relocations too. When we find a snake this big where I'm from, well, actually you don't find a snake this big where I'm from. Yeah, it looks like he's already settled in for the night.
Back in the wild.
24 hours later, the python hunters received another call. The chicken farm's under attack again.
This snake's got a chicken wrap, but we gotta go right now. I can't believe it. This snake call is to the same place where we caught that scrubby the other night. And this time, they think there's 2 more.
I'm getting chickens.
A huge one in under a trailer that we've been trying to hold still. And we got another smaller one that's in strangling a chicken at the moment.
Can't be too many more after this.
He's all up under the tire. You got a top of him up here, Sean. Where's the other at?
Just
Right there.
here we go, fella. Back here.
He's up. Here, watch him. Let him go, let him go.
Michael, there's one coming under the thing.
Nah, he's all right.
Nice one. Very smart.
You know, I'd lay money this is the amethystine that got away last night, because he knows the food's here and he just keeps coming back.
You got a good hold of him?
Yeah,
the other one's over here.
He's dead.
That popped up back there. That would have been a hard meal to him to get down. I don't think he had much of a chance to get this chicken in. Let's get the chicken out. All right, and he's killed the chicken, but there's no way he was going to eat it. All right, ready?
This guy's that's a pretty little animal.
Relax, buddy.
I tell you, if you find the smaller these guys, the nippier they are.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I think they're just a little bit more paranoid, thinking they're going to become prey.
Right. They don't have that big bulk.
This one is thick body, just gorgeous, muscular. I see no scars on it.
And this is a good-looking snake too, but you can see why he's out here. He's definitely looking for a meal. He's a bit thin.
My favorite thing about these was when the light catches them just right, they look like velvet. That pattern just makes it look like velvet.
Good looking animals.
Mine's starting to calm just a bit.
Oh, there's that musk.
Look at that, look at the sheen. Look at the sheen, that iridescence on those scales. Just magnificent.
This animal has either a scar or a tick right along the side of his jaw. See that?
Mm-hmm. It's a tick.
That's what it looked.
He's got 5 or 6 ticks on him. You can see him under his scales, under his belly scales on the side.
Now, how often do you see that, Dave? Do you typically?
Quite regularly, they've got ticks on them.
Right.
Yeah, that's a common thing.
Let's be honest, you guys aren't really breeding chickens for yourselves, are you? Do you want to touch him? I'll keep his head on this left
I'll
side.
tell you what, I'm going to tell you, touch him here, because all this back here is must on your hand.
Wow.
It's nice, huh? Oh, just real quick.
Poor fella.
It's not slimy, you know, they're dry.
But it's all soft and squishy.
It is soft, yeah. You're soft and squishy, too.
Yeah, not like that, though.
You know, I think this is great. Australians live around these pythons their entire lives. They fear them enough not to put their hands on them, but they respect them enough not to kill them.
What about Mum?
I'm not coming anywhere near it.
Oh, come on, Mum.
No,
Come on.
that thing is absolutely huge.
Come on, Mum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'll hold the head back.
Okay. Oh, I got. Oh, wow.
Smooth. Yeah, it's
Oh, it
smooth,
is.
right?
Okay, I'm going to do it again because I am so
Yeah,
phobic
yeah.
of these things. Oh, wow.
You shouldn't be. We've got enough of them
Oh,
here.
I know,
Well,
I
yeah.
know.
How can you be phobic? You're raising them out here in your chicken pit.
You know, with these 3
Oh,
snakes
wow.
gone, you guys might have more eggs than you know what to do with.
Yeah, you know, it's too bad that you lose chickens. But like we talked about, it's what they do.
We
And
knew that when we moved here. So, you know, there was no, oh my God, this is what's happening. You know, we knew that when we came here. We look the bush we back onto. It was beautiful. And so it's part of what we live here in Paradise for.
we'd give money to have these things crawl into our backyards and hang. We'd all keep chickens just to bring them in.
You know, I can't believe how many pythons there are here. These people may not appreciate it, but this is paradise for a python hunter.
And come back tomorrow night, we'll do it all again.
We've still got to go with David and release these guys because they lost out on a meal tonight, and we want to get them back out there in the wild so they can give it another go. Thanks for not killing them.
It's your new home.
You know, back in Florida, most people just want to lop the snake's head off. In Australia, everybody just wants them safely removed and released into the wild.
But with chicken always on the menu, these pythons will probably be back sooner than later.
There you go. Turn.
You know, I hate to borrow a phrase from you, but I love these guys. Oh. Where'd the little one go? Did you see where she?
Yeah. The little one's ahead of this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Pushing him up now.
Good stuff, guys.
Live long and prosper. We're meeting with David again in the morning, and apparently he's got another python he's tracking, and this one's supposed to be bigger, way bigger than anything we've encountered. So all I got to say to that is, bring it.
Today, the guys are going to look for what could be Australia's largest snake ever. Eyewitnesses who've spotted it say it's huge, and that's making headlines.
David knows all about the media attention surrounding this elusive, legendary amethystine python. He's been hunting it for 3 years. But we want to be the first ones to catch it, and David thinks he knows where it might be.
It's a popular breeding space where the snakes have got that big that they start collapsing through the ceiling. This is the place. Let's go and have a look.
So David's been in this boathouse before and caught a number of amethystine pythons, and a big one got away from him. So we're gonna go check it out.
They come in through the mangroves here and come into the roof there where they've been having their sort of annual romp for some time now. Big snakes and big congregation like that's been collapsing the ceiling.
There's stuff all over this boathouse. What a perfect place for a big snake to hang out.
Hey, there's some snake skin here, Sean.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, yeah? That's nothing. Look at this.
Holy crap.
Here, 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 here. Holy. Oh, look at the feces. Is that what that is?
With the amount of snake skins and feces we're finding in this building, we're bound to find something in here.
You weren't kidding. There's snakes all over here, huh?
Well, straight out the back door here, we've got a flying fox colony. That's why this is such a suitable place for these pythons. They gorge themselves on a nightly basis. It is certainly perfect habitat.
The flying fox has a body the size of a house cat and wings that span up to 1 meter. But they're no match for a python.
Dude, this boathouse is a real haven for these amethystine pythons. They've got food, shelter, they've been breeding in here, and the people really continue to tolerate them until the feces started dripping out of the ceiling.
So in this room anywhere, in the ceiling anywhere?
Yes, yeah, there's 2 rooms here side by side, and in the past we've had them come out of both rooms. There's been a couple of them come out of the corner here to my right, another one over here to the left, and the rest of them have been in the room next door.
No snakes, but... There's bat bones up here. Bat teeth. David says there are so many pythons that come in here, and they're so big and so heavy that they actually break down the roof. And seeing the holes, especially this one, I believe it.
It's nice to see somebody else doing this for a change, I bet, huh?
It is. Often I come here and I just get covered in snake. But there's been 9 pythons pulled out of this building this season alone.
You see the feces above your head, Michael?
Look at the claws in that. Look at that.
Looks like flying fox claws to me.
I bet you.
That is very cool. A knuckle from a foot.
A bat?
4, yeah. 4 claws, 5 claws. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, the claws are huge.
I think we got a biologist with us.
That's very cool. A poo expert, as you would say, right? A poolologist, that's what he said, right?
Yeah, poolologist.
That's what he called.
That for me?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah?
Just look straight up the channels. You'll often see them curled up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no, it's a friggin' shed.
Oh, you got
a piece of rope. I got a rope snake.
Here you go, guys. Here's a couple more bats.
Oh my God.
Man.
Greg, holy Greg, look at this skin.
Oh man.
That's a big animal, David, look at that.
There's no snakes in
Wow.
that one.
Look at this.
We've had some 6.5 meter skins come out of here, so 5 meter snakes.
Holy cow, look at this. This is the cloaca.
Right? That's the, wow.
That's a big animal.
Yeah.
Look at this. Cloaca's here by my thumb.
So with stretch, that's wow.
That's a good sized beast,
That's
huh?
a good sized snake.
I like it. I like it.
The other half of that.
No, that's a
No,
different
that's a
snake.
tail.
This is a tail.
That's another tail.
There it
Look
is.
at that.
Not very heavy body, though.
It's a good sized snake too. How many snakes in the last 3 years do you think you've taken out of here?
Probably in the 3 breeding seasons we've been come here, probably 20 to 25.
Wow.
This is crazy up here.
python feces everywhere.
You reckon this building's for sale? We've both been eating 3 meals a day for a while.
Top.
Got all kinds of urates up here. More skins.
Are you eating something up there? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get over this last beam here.
By the way, there's a great big ant's nest up there too.
Yeah, I found that.
I've been there before.
I'm getting.
Hey, cut it out.
I got him.
Oh, hello. Oh.
Like him?
Warned you about the ants.
Yeah, but
I've
I was seeing a
experienced them.
couple. Now I just woke up a whole nest.
Michael, what do they taste like?
Oh, I'm not eating
Don't eat
them.
them. They're not green ants and they bite.
I ain't eating an ant. That you just pinched with your feces fingers.
Let me just put this up against the wall.
Almost moved.
Pinch my foot. Hey, fellas, this is what we've been looking for.
Wow.
It's only 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet coil there, but I'll bet you she's at least 10 or 11 feet.
The python hunter's search finally pays off.
Oh, are you kidding? I bet she's well over 15.
Yeah, that's the biggest amethystine python I've ever seen. I haven't seen anything that big.
This looks like one that I've been after for a while now.
Yeah, watch yourself.
yeah.
She's bowing a little.
Yeah. We get a lot of large amethystine pythons here in the north, but rarely do we see them this big. This is a fine specimen, this one. I'm sure this is the female that we've been looking for some time.
Look at her. She's gonna go right up that wall. Look at that. Unreal.
Going right to the roof.
Michael, how big did you say that was? Because it's
Yeah, holy crap.
It's heading to about 6 feet right now off the ground.
I'm gonna have to revise my estimate there. She's got another 5 feet on the ground.
This big girl keeps unraveling and climbing up the wall. Boy, was I off on my original guess. She's got to be at least 15 feet. Unbelievable.
Look at that head.
That's
Look
the
at
size of
those
your
muscles.
fist.
Yeah.
That's bigger than my fist.
Unreal.
Beautiful snake.
Let's get her outside and take a good look at her. Get her stretched out.
That is gorgeous. This is your girl. You want the head, and we'll get a couple. Grab on your
Grab a loop, grab a handful, be gentle.
Oh, you guys leave me with the tail again, huh?
You got it?
One bad move with a snake that's almost 5 meters long can lead to one bad bite.
This is the first large female to come out of this building in the last 3 breeding seasons.
This is just amazing. The size of this amethystine. I mean,
She's a beauty, mate.
That amethystine is so magnificent, it's so easy to appreciate it for just what it is.
They all grow big in the north.
Wow.
Would you like to do the honors?
Oh man, are you serious? Unreal. You know, this is spectacular. We get to lay our hands on this magnificent amethystine python, largest python in Australia, and I think one of the most beautiful. I love this.
See if we can sex it down here and
Yeah, that's a girl. You can't. There's no hemipenes.
seems like this was a bit of dumb luck. I mean, we're looking all over the roof and we're looking at every panel and every rafter and she's on the floor.
No, this is python hunter luck, brother.
It's a big deal for the guys, but an even bigger deal for the locals. The mother of all pythons has finally been caught after 3 long years.
She's been very elusive. I mean, you don't want to take a bite from a snake this size. You probably need a blood transfusion. We will now try and work out the most appropriate place where this snake can go and live out the rest of its days.
Oh, we love them. To see these animals out in the wild and, you know, to be able to come across something like this. You know, we were kind of unaware of the legend of this animal, you know, and we got lucky. It's good stuff to lay our hands on these animals and to meet Australian people who share the passion that we do. It doesn't get any better than that.
So this is a big python, and we want to make sure that this animal gets back into the wild where it belongs. So we're moving it to an undisclosed location.
This is the place, top secret.
It looks like a spot down here where we've got a bit of a ravine.
Oh, there's a cut. Huh? That's nice.
Now, this looks real good because it gives him some nice rock cover to head up the mountain.
What do you think? Looks good to me.
This is one of the most unique herping experiences of my life. Keeps coming out of that bag.
She's still not out of the bag yet.
That is a big snake.
There it is. Look at that going up those rocks.
That is
Rarely do you find snakes this large, but in Australia, we're finding them in buildings and pulling them right out of chicken coops.
That is a long snake. That snake's longer than 15 feet.
Yeah, that is.
She's actually 16 feet and change.
16 feet of gorgeous.
That is an awesome animal.
Leave her to it.
Well, that is a success.
Hey, thanks for that, man. That's
No
good
worries.
stuff.
Another job done.
Awesome work, man. Real good.
Check this out. Spiny echidna.
The python hunters are on a mission down under,
I never thought I'd ever see one.
meeting Australia's craziest creatures,
Python hunters are bringing the luck, baby.
fighting for the sick and injured,
Oh, that's a big one. Wow.
returning them back to the wild,
She says, I know what this is. This is freedom.
and hunting for more.
I got a carpet python over here. That is freaking awesome, man.
That's beauty.
Carpet python.
It's time to get more remote, more wild.
They're on a global mission to protect the planet's snakes and other reptiles. Biologist, venomous snake expert, and croc specialist Sean Heflick.
Ever since I was young, I've been mesmerized by reptiles.
Law enforcement officer and reptile breeder Greg Graziani.
I'm committed to the education and conservation of reptiles.
And designer reptile breeder Michael Cole.
I've been handling snakes since I was 4, but I have a special passion for pythons.
Fighting the fear of the fang. They are the Python Hunters.
Australia is home to tons of reptiles, including 135 venomous snakes. These strike fear into the hearts of most Australians, but surprisingly, they're extremely tolerant of non-venomous snakes.
16 feet of gorgeous.
And the Python Hunters want to see them all. The guys are on the last leg of their Australian adventure in Rockhampton.
I'm a die-hard conservation biologist, so along with seeing the animals, we want to meet the people that are on the ground doing the work.
And venomous snake enthusiast Justin Mahoney is just that kind of guy. He's got a unique non-venomous snake to show them.
That is a big black-headed python. Yep, that's my boy Sprocket. Here's my second snake.
Yeah?
I ever got. Yeah, got him as a hatchie.
How old is he?
5 years old.
The black-headed python prefers to eat other reptiles over mice and birds, including large venomous snakes like the king brown.
Look at that head.
Yeah, I
Good
know.
looking.
That is so iconic for, well, black-headed python.
Justin likes to hunt for his wilder reptilian friends at a secret spot.
This is where we're going to be going herping tonight, guys, at the base of this mountain up in front.
Jeez, man. I come through here, I heard stuff popping around. I thought maybe we had some snakes, but there are cane toads everywhere.
Look at this toad. They're all emerging.
And this 10-foot radius right here, there's got to be 25 of them.
Cane toads are devastating everywhere they exist in the wild, except for where they belong.
The cane toad's actually native to Central and South America. It releases neurotoxic venom through pinhole openings in its skin.
I wish all these were snakes. I mean, it's just toad after toad after toad.
Way too many cane toads.
When eaten by a predator, it kills almost immediately.
The reptiles all around Australia are being wiped out by these freaking cane toads, And I hate it. It's not even the toad's fault. It's the government's fault for bringing them here in the first place.
Australian authorities brought the invasive cane toads here in the 30s to help stop the destruction of crops by the cane beetle. Since then, the cane toad population has exploded to an estimated 200 million.
What a nightmare. I'll be surprised with all the cane toads we're seeing here if you find anything other than pythons. There's one right there. He's headed over by another one right in front down here.
So Justin, he's a little squeamish around these toads.
Yeah, man, I hate toads. Can't touch them.
And we're gonna have some fun with that.
God, I got cane toads everywhere.
Yeah.
Sean, you got your grabbers?
Yeah.
Justin, hold this flashlight for a second while I fix my hand. You don't like you? Venomous dude afraid of toads.
It's just kind of funny to us to have somebody that gets the heebie-jeebies over toads but will handle deadly venomous snakes.
Yeah, snakes don't really bother me.
Nothing's moving but toads. It's a good thing they can't climb trees, huh?
The only way I know of to stop the spread of cane toads is to physically remove them out of the wild and have them humanely euthanized.
You know, I'm not even seeing terrestrial spiders.
To be honest with you, if I was a little snake or bug, I wouldn't be moving much around here either.
No, because you'd be in the belly of a toad.
Quick. I've seen enough damn toads. I want to see some snakes.
I thought you were the toad whisperer.
Yeah. Toad whisperer.
No, it's not just snakes. I'm not seeing beetles. I'm not seeing any ground-dwelling insects.
Or skinks.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Python! I got a carpet python over here. Check this out.
Where is he?
Right here.
Oh, beautiful.
Right here, baby.
Sweet.
A favorite among snake enthusiasts for its ornate pattern, a coastal carpet python can grow to 3¼ meters.
Woo! That's a nice animal.
Look at that.
There are about 36 python species worldwide, and 13 of those are found in Australia. So catching this coastal carpet python leaves 12 more to go.
That is awesome.
Beautiful
Yeah,
pattern. He's very skinny for
He's
his
a little thin though. Yeah.
Look at the head size compared to his body. Oh,
I see you guys playing the same game.
Back, huh?
There, a little payback.
Game. You let him get me.
Little payback. Look at that, man.
That's a beauty. It's not that thin. It looks thinner crawling along there.
No. This is a beautiful animal. Oh, man. Just cruising across the side of this mountain here. That is just, I'm excited.
This one's probably a bit young though, I would think.
It's a girl?
No, it looks like a male.
Hold on a second. Be careful which way. Yeah, it's a boy.
male.
Yeah, it's a boy.
Male. You know, he could be out looking for a girl.
Hey, Justin, how many carpet pythons you found out here on this mountain?
Mate, not one yet.
The python hunters are bringing the luck, baby.
Sure are.
Hey, grab that tail, Mikey. Let's stretch him out and go over the body here. See if we've got any scars on this guy at all. This is a gorgeous animal.
These guys aren't known for their male aggression quite as much as the amethystines are. They'll fight a little bit, but nothing like those big amethystines. The males will just tear each other apart when it's mating season.
This is the first python since we've been in Australia that we found outside of suburbia. So to actually come out here into the bush up on the side of this mountain and see this guy slithering along the side of the mountain, this is an incredible feeling.
Greg, you know what your stretch is? If you can stretch him out, get a length.
I can tell you.
It's 6.5 feet.
Pretty close, yeah. That is freaking awesome, man. Carpet python.
You know, our trip to Australia is almost over, but with great catches like this carpet python, I just don't want it to end.
Good catch, bro.
Yeah, man. Serious.
I can't speak for Sean, but I know I'm jealous of Greg on this one.
Right.
Man, that is awesome.
Go on.
No. Snake?
Yep.
What you got?
What you got? What you got?
Keelback.
Fiddle in, mate.
Nice snag. That is a
yeah.
pretty snake.
The keelback snake is Australia's only natural predator that can tolerate the toxins in the highly invasive cane toad.
They are also active nocturnal hunters and give out a strong scent when disturbed.
Man, he stinks. Nah, it's... No,
Oh, man.
It ain't a first, but now it's game on, brother. We were being nice with those toads, but
That's for toad tapping me.
all right.
Toad tapping.
Male, female, what you got?
I'm thinking male. Let's turn that baby over and stick a gander. Yeah, it's a nice male.
Yeah.
Nice male. It's a good looking one too. Nice pattern. Not a scar on it. What a quaint smile he's got on his face.
The best way to pick these guys is they look like they're smiling, so they're a friendly snake, whereas you get the rough scale, which is a venomous snake, they're not smiling, and they got pretty nasty venom, and yeah, people mistake them a fair bit for keelbacks and pick them up.
Another great day in Australia.
See you, buddy.
So they're here, they're just not moving.
Check this out. Spiny echidna.
A spiny echidna?
Yeah, right along the rocky trail.
This unique creature is one of the few animals cane toads haven't driven away from here.
They're just bizarre.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks just like a porcupine. But it's not. It's a monotreme, which means it's a mammal that lays eggs.
Like a platypus.
Yep. Totally separate lineage from our porcupines.
What do they mainly eat?
You see that elongated snout?
Yeah.
They're insectivorous, so ants, termites.
Yeah.
They have one claw that's really, really elongated. They'll just dig down and just kind of settle into the earth. Since I was a little boy, I've been fascinated by these little guys, doing reports when I was a little kid in science class and stuff, and I never thought I'd ever see one.
Australia is crawling with weird but cool creatures. And other than the platypus, this guy tops them all.
Awesome freaking night, man.
Doug, are you still talking about that catch?
Yeah, it was a
Hell
good
yeah, I'm
score,
still
guys.
talking about it. I mean, that was awesome. Are you kidding me?
Good night.
No, I would be too.
A coastal carpet in Australia cruising on the side of a mountain?
Python unluck, eh, guys?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Most reptiles roam wild and free, but Karen's snake catcher, David Walton, invites the python hunters to witness a different story.
Australians share the continent with millions of snakes, lizards, and crocs. And many of them actually open their homes to care for the injured ones, which is something that I do back home in Florida. Love the necklace.
I know, isn't it wonderful?
That is.
I haven't been able to find another one, but I am thinking of getting one made. Come on out.
Danielle is a remarkable woman. She's got no special training with reptiles, but she cares enough to bring these animals that need help into her home. I wish there were more people that did that.
Danielle's latest patient is a lace monitor lizard.
Hey, buddy. Where'd she come from?
She came from the northern beaches here of Cairns, where somebody called me and found it in their backyard where it was showing signs of paralysis.
Is there any chance that it's cane toad?
We think maybe toads. It could be some sort of rat bait. We've been able to just, pump them with fluids and give them a quiet place to curl up, and we've pretty much had a 100% success rate.
Danielle's other patients just happen to be a pair of Australia's largest species, the amethystine or scrub python. But one's only got half a face.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow.
This amethystine python was accidentally run over by a mower in a field.
The head wound was twice the size of that when I first picked her up, and as it's healed, it started to shrink down. It sort of started right from the center of its head and sort of went on a 45-degree across.
You know, it amazes me that a farmer would call for help after running over a python with his mower. Here in Australia, people have a much greater respect for their own wildlife.
I think she understands she's getting help.
Oh, I'm certain she does. The ones that come in with the worst injuries are the ones that seem to be the nicest to handle.
It's missing the end of its tail by memory too, isn't it? From the backside down?
Yeah.
It is. Obviously it's got great weight. I mean, it'll feed itself?
No, she won't hunt it down and feed it, or eat it. I will assist feed her. So I just hold her, place it in the mouth, and then help her get it down, because her jaw is obviously still quite sore.
Yeah.
To swallow large prey, snakes must open their jaws wide. With Danielle's snake so damaged, it needs all the help it can get.
When you walk in from that side of the room, you can't even tell she's injured, you know? If you can't see her tip of the tail and you can't see this side of her face, she looks perfect.
She is, she's beautiful.
You know, you're looking at her and looking how much she's healed already. I believe she'll go, she'll start eating on her own, and someday you might be able to let her loose.
I really hope that's the case.
So she's the tolerant one. Where's Mr. Grumpy at?
All right, well, now this one here had a wound in its side, which goes quite deep, and I have been treating it. Well, she's in here.
She got a bathroom of her own.
Oh, yes.
But this next patient isn't as cooperative.
If you're ready, I'll open it up and you can have a look at it.
Yep.
This is a fairly good-sized animal.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, it is.
The wound on the python's side has made it aggressive.
She's gonna come out of there, I'm gonna say probably 10 or 12 feet.
Don't do that, sweetie.
She going up?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get her by her head, unfortunately. And here's the bite part.
You got her head?
Not yet.
Her head?
Yeah, but I can hand it off to myself here.
All right.
Oh, she's not trying to bite now.
Remember, you've got a laceration on that animal as well.
Yeah, it's right there.
You want me to switch off on something? What do you want me to take?
Pretty laid back, I think.
She wants to kill me, but she's all right with everybody else.
Michael, grab the tail. Grab the tail.
Here, I'm actually gonna let go of this head so I don't stress her. So
Okay.
you want to just put her down?
You got her.
Should watch that one.
Yeah, and then we'll be real gentle with her.
All right.
She's all you.
She's already started to secrete there. She goes.
What was the cause of damage on this animal?
Often it's come from the teeth of another male.
Yeah.
I've had many of them over the years with big, like vertical tear marks out of them from where they've been fighting.
Like right here, she's got just like you're describing.
Yeah.
Right up here that are healed and scarred. See those right there?
Yeah, those say to me that that's a male. It's a male snake.
Given the lack of vets that care for reptiles, we've had to take care of our own animals for years. So cleaning out a wound like this is just basic care.
Now I'm gonna do a little debridement here of this whole flesh. Can you control the tail for us here, Mike? Yep. There you go, perfect, just like that. Yeah, so we've got a lot of nasty flesh in there. All right, we're gonna add some of this. Yeah, I can't see for a second. Hold on, back up for a sec. Good, cover.
Greg applies an antiseptic solution to kill any bacteria on the open wound.
I think I try to get some small meals in her, because once they go off feed, as you well know, sometimes they're a bugger to get back on. They can heal themselves pretty well, but they do need that nutrient and that immune system, you know, to do it.
Any more? Anything that's got any elasticity to it, we're just gonna leave.
Take this piece right here.
It's nice to see your paramedic background coming in handy again.
You can tell none of this is hurting the snake because you're not jumping or flinching. You see it's really nice and clean down inside there, which is what we want. That necrotic flesh is all out, nice pink soft tissue there. And just swirl that, put it back out. There you go, excellent. I think that's good. All right.
She's ready to go back in the dry.
Let's get her back in her nice clean enclosure here.
David's still got one more injured python to treat.
So what actually happened to this animal?
This snake, unfortunately, was run over by a slasher.
So slasher here is like a large commercial mower.
Yes, she was curling up to die, and the owner of the property started to make some calls just to see if there was any hope for it. And slowly but surely, it's come good. And it's time for her to go back into the wild.
So where is it that we're going to take her?
We're actually taking her back to the mangrove sort of swamplands where she originally came from. The property owner is good with that. They told me that this snake had been a resident in the area for many, many years, and they like to have them around because they have lots of swamp rats and animals like that that need to sort of be kept at bay.
Another educated landowner. That's definitely nice.
So this
So
is
you're
your
the vet, huh?
This is your handiwork.
It is. Look at this.
Good job.
Did you name this girl yet?
Well, she was Mr. Python, but we now know she's a Mrs. Python, so that's what it is.
Ms. Lisa.
Miss Lisa.
Okay, works for me.
So this is where we're gonna release it, huh?
Lisa, you've done a lot of hard work here. You want to kiss her goodbye?
No, you can't. It's a girl snake.
Oh, just a peck on the cheek.
Wow. Get it from a boy.
She says, I know what this is. This is freedom. I can smell it.
Freedom at last.
She says, I recognize this place.
She's excited.
Smells like rats and wallabies.
You guys have done a great job with her.
She doesn't want to leave
sorry,
me.
Woody.
You know how I
Sorry,
feel.
Yeah.
Let's put her up here and see where she goes. She hasn't forgotten how to climb, huh?
She found a crevice right away and she's heading in there.
That's your reward, guys. How's that feel?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Watching the tail disappear, that's a good thing.
Going, gone.
Did you ever think that when that animal came in that you'd ever see this day?
Wasn't quite sure what's gonna happen.
As y'all might say, you know, good on you, mates.
No worries.
No worries.
These snakes have stimulated the guy's appetite for Australia's wildest creatures.
Nothing quite spells Australia like a koala.
And they're keen to meet some more.
This guy's kind of cute for having fur and no scales, huh? You're all right for a non-reptile.
Well, as much as I'd like to hang on to this dude all day, it's like wearing a freaking fur coat. He's making me sweat.
His name's Klingon. Once you get him on, he doesn't get off.
They're headed out with David Flack, Rockhampton's resident snake catcher, to find live snakes that all too often become roadkill.
We're headed out tonight specifically to find the keelback snake. In a little while, they should be warming themselves on the side of the road. Hopefully, there's not a lot of traffic.
I can see why this is a good area for snakes. Water all around.
This is the famed snake that can eat cane toads of Australia.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how big they get. That'll give us an idea how big a cane toad they can eat.
Snake.
He's alive.
He's
Yeah, he is.
moving, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's good.
No, he's good.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, he likes you. Oh, glad to see you alive and keelback too.
That's a male.
Oh yeah, he's got a big
No
old
need
tail.
to
You don't
even
even need to pop that.
Look at that. You see that?
Yep.
Very thick past the cloaca. You are handsome, you little toad ear.
The Australia version of the invasive hunter.
Keelbacks are semi-aquatic and always found near water, the same habitat as their cane toad prey.
Damn cane toad.
The problem is these things need to be about 8 feet long, the size of an orange to be able to eat these cane toads, right? When they get bigger.
You know, unfortunately, a giant cane toad will eat that.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
That's the problem. Especially as babies. Yeah, and probably could suck down an adult one of those too.
You know the big cane toads are feeding on these keelback snakes without a doubt.
This is the only snake that can, right now that we know, that can tolerate the toxin of the cane toad.
That's right. If it wasn't, I guess, for these guys and a few other birds and that have worked out that you can eat cane toads a certain way, I'd say we'd be a lot more overrun with them than we are now. But the reason why these are probably quite so prolific is when the cane toads morph from the tadpoles, there's thousands and thousands of them.
You know what, boys? That vehicle right there would have just squished his brains all out over this road.
He was headed that direction.
We did a good thing. Let's go get some more. Let's let him go and onward and upward.
Whoa, stop! What's that?
What's the matter? Oh yeah, baby. Look at this. Next one's yours, Mikey.
Is that what is it? Keelback?
Make sure. He's moving
There's
fast.
a band on that neck.
Hold on. I think that's a baby keelback, but it's hard to tell. That's keelback.
All right, yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Get him, Mikey.
Don't let that little one get the best of you.
You guys give me the baby, huh? Woo! Hey, mine's cuter than yours.
That's cane toad food right there.
Let's let him go and let's save some more.
Snake.
Where is it? Oh, it's dead.
It's a dead keelback.
Oh man, that truck that just went by us just whacked this thing, man.
That's unfortunate.
It is.
The blood on the face. Remind me a lot of our garter snakes back home, which will eat the crap out of cane toads as well.
One less cane toad eating machine, unfortunately.
That's right. Let's see if we can get on down the road here and get a couple of these live guys, move them off the road before any more of this traffic waffles them.
I really hate to see it, but when snakes and cars end up on the roadway at the same time, the snakes always lose.
Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Don't move, he's alive. Size-wise, is this an adult? Is this as big as they get?
No, they get a bit bigger than that. Probably about a metre long. Is the biggest I've seen.
We're gonna have to get him off the road. There's a car coming.
Sean's brought along his infrared camera.
Very cool.
It detects differences in the amount of heat. Dark purple represents the coolest and yellow the hottest.
Wow. Such a mellow snake, too.
That animal is already cooled way down. You're glowing compared to him. He's so dark, it's insane.
Well, he is very cool feeling, but at the same time, he's out hunting. He's just found a nice warm perch to sit on, and he's not moving at all. He's soaking up that body heat from me right now. Just a cool little snake.
These guys are probably one of the most common snakes we have around the Rockhampton area.
Were they just as popular before the cane toads?
I'd like to think that because there's more cane toads, there's more of them around.
Let's put this guy back and let's go save the rest of his buddies off this road because there's a lot of traffic going on.
No worries.
Like all cold-blooded reptiles, keelbacks absorb heat from their surroundings to increase their body temperature.
Well, that's impressive. He's actually picking up heat off the ground. Look at his color change, Michael.
Yeah, I see it.
You see that?
I'm seeing it.
Holy cow, look at that. Now look how much hotter he is than that really cool grass instead of the hot gravel. His color has changed drastically. Unreal. Look at that.
That was cool.
Very cool, guys. Let's go move some more of these bad boys.
But a big thunderstorm shuts down the hunt for the night.
David did a good job at delivering the keeled-back snake. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw when you're looking for reptiles.
Today, the hunters are switching up land for water.
A lot of what I know about Australian reptiles, I learned from a guy who brought his passion right into my living room. And that guy was Steve Irwin.
Steve fought for the rights of animals in Australia right up until the day he died. And he learned everything from his father, Bob.
We're here at the invitation of Bob Irwin to go check out a reptile that's not venomous, dangerous, or aggressive at all. We're talking about the beautiful sea turtle, and it's in dire need of our help.
Bob's here with his assistant, Colin.
Just so happy to be here with the angry one, the pretty one, and the smart one. I got upgraded.
The smart one?
It's the difference between the Aussie language and the English language. He didn't mean smart one, he meant smart ass.
He's probably both.
You got it?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Bob's initiatives are often followed by the local media. And the python hunters are all for lending their support.
What was it that brought you to this part of the world? What concern about the turtles brought you here?
A local peoples that are trying to do the right thing. They're trying to protect their local populations of sea turtles, and they're trying to protect their nesting beaches and their environment and the habitats, and that's exactly what we do in the United States. That's exactly what our program is about. Education, conservation, and wildlife.
Righto, let's go get some turtles.
Their guide, Alan Epong, is a member of the Aboriginal Mandabara clan of northeastern Australia, who are trying to preserve the sea turtle.
Do you remember your parents or the elders telling stories about just hundreds and hundreds of turtles, thousands of turtles in this area on this stretch?
When I was young, I seen it for myself, that there was heaps of turtles around here. Everywhere you looked, you saw a turtle, especially along the coast here. But it's pretty limited now. Just on the surface, you see it?
Yeah.
He's right off this side, right over here. But if that was a turtle, he wasn't moving right. Yeah, he's gone down. He's maneuvering enough to stay away from us, though. Straight out that way.
He's got floaters, he won't stay down for long.
There he is.
There he is. No, batfish, eh?
Batfish, yeah.
That's what it is.
Batfish?
Close, but no cigar.
Is it batfish?
Yeah, batfish. That's why he's swimming funny for a turtle.
Because he's not a turtle.
This isn't looking good. We've been out here for over an hour and haven't seen a single turtle. I think it's time we get under the water and see if we can change our luck.
Beautiful. The guys are in prime sea turtle territory, desperately searching for a reptile that once gathered here by the thousands.
It was great to be snorkeling in Australia, but Bob's right. The turtles just aren't here anymore.
Then I spot a sea turtle, but it's only one.
You know, it's magnificent and all, but where are all the turtles?
We should be seeing quite reasonable numbers of turtles moving around at the moment, and there isn't any.
And this is nesting season.
That's right.
These waters just offshore should be chock full of adult turtles looking to nest. You know, it's a little bit of nature, quite a bit of man, you know, having some dire consequences on this population.
Yeah, no doubt. How's about we get this show on the road, Captain?
Great day out on the water, but, you know, from 300 nests to 30 nests?
Australia's turtles are protected by law, but Colin doesn't think it's enough.
You see the problems we face, and yet every day our government denies that unlimited, unmonitored, uncontrolled hunting with no cruelty laws isn't a problem.
It actually brings home the fact that we've actually messed up. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. And the sad thing is that we've got to change people's attitude and get people to think differently. But do those animals have that time? Sad.
Back home in Florida, we have sea turtles as well, and our local and federal governments do a great job of protecting them. But in Australia, they just don't have the enforcement in place.
Bob spots what's threatening the sea turtle nests on the beach.
Bloody wheel tracks,
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
Yeah.
This is fresh right here.
This is an ATV.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get a baby sea turtle stuck down in here, he's not going to make it to the water.
You know, worse than that, you got tire tracks going up on the high areas where would be the nesting sites.
You know, the eggs are being broken, the sand's being compacted.
All because humans think they have the right to drive a vehicle on the beach. If there's something we don't want to see, it's negligence destroying the creatures that are fast disappearing from this planet. It's just careless and stupid.
Why do you drive over beaches if you know they've got shut up! There's a sign down there saying no beach access. You even saw it. You drove up there and looked at it. I filmed you looking at the sign.
You know, it's just general lack of respect.
But Bob, Irwin, and Colin have more than ATVs on the beach to worry about. they must prepare a couple of endangered sea turtles for a trip to the hospital for life-saving procedures.
This is the rehab facility. These are our tanks. We got multiple turtles that we need to pack up, dry them off, and then transport them for CAT scan.
Nice and filthy.
Jenny Gilbert has been rehabilitating and tracking Australia's declining sea turtles for the past 30 years. Nellie, this green sea turtle, is one of many found unable to dive due to floater syndrome.
Floater syndrome is actually air that's trapped between their shell. It could actually be an impaction they have in their intestinal tract, and that means they could have a blockage. They could have ingested marine debris. They can also get what's called a coccidia in their brain, and that's just an overload of parasites, and that can also stop their intestine from working.
Jenny washes off large amounts of algae, an indication Nellie's been floating on the surface too long.
Accumulation of just algal growth from it floating.
It's abnormal for a healthy turtle. Healthy turtles do a lot of diving. They don't stay on the surface.
But Jenny's really worried about Angie.
Wow.
Well, that's a big one.
Angie's been at the rehab center for 2 years and just recently stopped eating.
She's going to be a handful, isn't she?
She is. Paul's going to get in the tank and he's going to lift her out to the boys.
Oh, man. Better him than me.
I know, she weighs a fair bit, I can tell you.
She must be heavy.
Probably weighs more than you do, Bob.
I'd say she does.
How did she come in?
The rangers found her and they said that she'd probably been attacked by a crocodile because she's got a tooth mark in her back and she had a broken jaw.
Today, they're giving her a CAT scan to assess her broken jaw and an MRI to determine if the fibropapilloma growth on her snout has spread to her internal organs. If it has, it could kill her.
Straight up like that. Now we come in with a freshwater hose.
Before moving Angie, they hose her down to rinse off the salt water.
Now I gotta change your clothes.
Sorry, Paul.
Second side and...
Angie?
Yeah, if she gets the hose, she'll eat it.
Sorry, Paul. Sorry, Paul.
I'm starting to feel like it's intentional now.
Just a little bit more. Sorry, Paul.
You're not talking about a turtle, are you? Yep, straight off the edge and roll it straight into the box. Yeah, we'll move her out, but we'll get a towel on her first.
Good girl. We got to take her out of here and wrap her up. And the reason for that is the restraint, so she's perfectly still in the MRI.
Yes.
Don't bite the head that's taping it.
I don't know, I think the yellow tape's not bad at all.
Quite the sporty look. Remind me not to get a CAT scan around here.
I'm telling you, straitjacket time, huh?
It looks like it might be stressful on the animal, but the way it's done, wrapping it up, keep it calm like that, she's not real stressed. I mean, yeah, she's not happy. It's definitely not going to hurt her.
It's an incredible animal, man. I mean, the strength and power in that thing. And, you know, when you look at a turtle like this, especially in this setting, it looks awkward and lumber, but when that thing gets in the water, I mean...
Hundreds of millions of years they've been doing what they do. They're well adapted, turbocharged. You know, the Cairns Diagnostic Facility usually services humans, but today they've opened their doors to Nellie and Angie, 2 sea turtles. That's very cool.
Nellie heads into the MRI first.
Nellie, 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 Nellie. Come on. Come on.
You know, the radio waves will reveal a 3D image of the turtle skull, which will tell us what damage she's incurred and the probability of her successful recovery.
The next one's going to be really easy. She's bound up like a mummy.
This CAT scan will determine if Angie can ever return to the wild.
Poor lady.
All right, hello, sweetheart. Hey, we're here to help you.
There's my darling, I know, sweetheart. She's so beautiful.
And really, if we can just get them to keep still for that amount of time that's required to get them through and get that data collated.
You're going to have to leave now, I'm afraid.
We have the same problem with fibropapillomas in the United States. Some of our loggerheads we find just huge papillomas on them.
Yeah, I just seem to have a nice hanging off.
Yeah, there's your fracture there on the left-hand side of the jaw. Just right in here.
Now you can really see that fracture on the jaw, but it's rounded, which means it's healing. You know, you got bone growth there. It's not a new fracture.
This is all scarring. This is bronchiectasis. You know, that's with chronic infection.
They've been working with this animal for 2 years, and the scary part about what's going on is that all of a sudden it stopped feeding. That's a bad sign.
She probably had bad pneumonia.
Yeah, and then there's all
She's got scarring from the pneumonia.
Scarring, so yeah, it must be all that.
So I'd say she had pneumonia.
And we know with reptiles, by the time you start getting the sign, it's usually, you know, well into whatever the situation is.
She's got a bit of free air. But not as much as Nellie. Nellie's actually had a lot more free air.
Yeah, she got pneumothorax.
You know, if they can get this animal feeding again, those other injuries more than likely can be healed.
Okay, last hurrah. Let's see how we go this time.
She could have tuberculosis because her lungs really aren't good.
It's a spectacular animal. I just don't think she's gonna make it. You look at her eyes, she's lost that spark. It's sad. So sad.
We should have a cat.
But Jenny will make sure this olive Ridley turtle gets the very best of care.
You're just here for the attention, aren't you, darling? Yes, you are.
They've got this high-end expert in CT scans, and they're sending them off, and they'll know something they didn't know before.
And doing that for this animal they might find something that can help, you know, hundreds more down the road. You never know. Mission accomplished.
For another pair of turtles at the rehab facility, it's a happier story.
You know, the great thing about hanging around somebody like Bob Irwin is that you get to be there when things go well for the animals. Like today, we're releasing 2 recovered sea turtles back into the wild.
We've just been down the rehab centre and just picked up the turtles, and they're in the back of Paul's ute, so he's bringing them down.
Okay, good.
Oh, here they come now.
There you go. You have to kind of walk it partly. Yep. You guys got that?
Yep.
Why didn't you put it up?
The other thing is that we haven't named these 2. We're leaving it for you to name between you all.
Uh-oh.
So there's 2 names, so
My
we're
wife's
leaving
birthday today.
So we're leaving it for all of you to name.
Is there a male or female? Bob, the Bob Irwin, and your wife.
Bob and Lisa.
Bob and Lisa.
Bob and Lisa.
How good's that?
I think if my wife found out that we released a sea turtle and named it Lisa on her birthday with Bob Irwin, she'd probably have a heart attack.
Have you ever had an animal named after?
Odd ones, but they're usually ones with big teeth and they bite.
But this morning's not just about setting turtles free. Jenny's had a call about a floating turtle in the bay.
Every day, Jenny and Paul and other volunteers are scouring the waters for these turtles that are floating up at alarming rates. They want to get them early so they can save them.
Because of the lack of seagrass, these poor green turtles are actually starving and they're floating to the surface. So they're getting about 20 to 30 calls a week now from these turtles just found around the area.
Today's release brings out a local TV crew, but it soon turns into a bad news story.
We haven't even left the dock yet. There's another one floating in the harbor here.
Paul, it's well and truly dead? That's sad.
Turtles can dive to almost 300 meters to feed. They spend very little time on the surface.
A turtle trapped on the surface means it's in trouble. It could be intestinal blockage, trapped gas, any of which can spell a death sentence.
Turtles are the sentinel of the ocean, and when the turtle health goes down, obviously the ocean's not looking good. It's dead.
Yeah. You've got a doctor right in here. I'll try to pass it to somebody first.
Okay, you
and you can loop the bag under it, just so that it doesn't fall through the bottom of the bag. Come on, jump across.
Oh, you've been dead for a while.
Look at this fishing line. It's entangled in fishing line. It's got a wrapped around it.
But spirits rise as they make their way out to release the healed patients.
If they can make it with this little head start, they could live another 50+ years and produce thousands of offspring. That is well worth the extra work. It's all we need. It's all we need.
They got a little bit of python hunter luck riding with them now.
Gotta think positive. These guys are gonna outlive us.
I'm positive of that, at least you guys anyway.
They take the turtles an hour away to a secluded spot for their best chance at survival.
Yeah, pretty good there.
Now, you want to get the tag information on Bob there?
Yeah. All right. Tag number QA17778R3.
Each turtle is numbered and tagged to track its vitals and measure the population growth.
All right, we got Bob and Lisa ready to go. I'm still not exactly sure how I feel about my wife running off with Bob, especially since this is her birthday present.
Don't worry about it. They've been living together for at least a month together now, so. If you all come down the beach, what we'll actually do is the people who are releasing the turtles will be actually just right on the edge of the water, and we'll form a V either side of them. That way we can kind of create a natural channel for them heading a bit further out to deeper water.
Let's let Lisa go first, and Bob will be the final finale.
It's such an honor to be here with Bob Irwin, releasing a rehab sea turtle back in the wild. The feeling that I get is just, it's really undescribable.
All right, sweetie. Another minute, and you'll be free. Don't come back. Everybody ready?
Yep. Go, little girl.
I got goosebumps.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Hang in there, buddy. Get it going. How good is that?
Doesn't get any better. This is awesome.
I look around on a day like today, and I think, wow, this is what I do for a living? Doesn't get much better than that.
Look, Bob's got some kick in him.
Still got a little slump, huh?
Still a young buck there.
How good was that?
Yeah.
How good was that?
Unreal. Nothing better than seeing something go back in the wild. Nothing better.
Jenny?
If there's a feel-good moment on the Australia trip, this is it. To see people working so hard to save Australian wildlife and to be able to participate in their success, this is what it's all about. It's a great job. How does that feel?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All the hard work has been well worth it. To see them released today is just a great thing.
Great job. The work you guys do is
thank you.
top-notch. Top-notch.
Woo! I hope you get to experience that somewhere else someday, because that was one of the most just great in nature feelings you ever get.
Bob was a pistol.
Yeah.
Little Bob just boom.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lisa hung around for just a second. She did like me at one point. Now she's in love with Bob.
I gotta say something, Michael. I was watching in there for a second. Lisa's namesake did a little forward tilt, like kiss it, and then she took off. And I thought, that's Lisa. that turtle's got a little bit of Lisa's soul.
I didn't know you knew my wife that well.
You wiped your blood all over your chin.
Is that blood or sea turtle poop? I think it's sea turtle poop.
Oh, look, she did give you a go. Lisa did give you a go.
She loves me.
Get him! You got him?
The python hunters are on an island in the South Pacific,
What's up?
wrestling with a massive snake invasion.
Ooh, and on the face.
Look at you jump.
But it's not just snakes taking over.
Right there, guys, right there.
That's a big animal there.
They'll need all their skills to stop this plague.
I'm looking for these big 8-foot things that are, you know, gonna eat some goat.
It's time to get more remote, more wild.
They're on a global mission to protect the planet's snakes and other reptiles. Biologist, venomous snake expert, and croc specialist Sean Heflick.
Ever since I was young, I've been mesmerized by reptiles.
Law enforcement officer and reptile breeder Greg Graziani.
I'm committed to the education and conservation of reptiles.
And designer reptile breeder Michael Cole.
I've been handling snakes since I was 4, but I have a special passion for pythons.
Fighting the fear of the fang. They are the Python Hunters.
U.S. territory, Guam. That is beautiful.
My own island, I'm gonna have a view like that.
Easy tattoo.
The guys are in Guam, smack dab in the middle of the Western Pacific Ocean, to capture one of the most invasive species on the planet, the brown tree snake.
If you are looking for the perfect place for an invasion of tree snakes, this is it. It's the perfect jungle habitat. It's got food sources, it's got ground birds, it's got lizards. Guam would be the perfect place.
Estimates put the island's tree snake population at a staggering 12,000 per square kilometer.
Everything I've seen in literature is just tons of snakes, people in cupboards and snakes coming out of them. I've heard other reports people can live here their whole lives and never see a snake, so the two of those don't mesh with me real well. I want to get around this island, and I want to see how many snakes we're finding.
They find their first evidence of a snake invasion near the airport.
There's a live rodent in there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for bait. What's interesting, we've got these things lined on the airport fence. Don't want any of these snakes getting off this island and onto others and into Hawaii, because that's one of the ways this brown tree snake made it to this island, this military transport. Back World War II, massive quantities of military cargo, airplanes, ships were coming into port, and they were coming from areas that this brown tree snake was native to. And that's the injection event that put enough brown tree snakes here, they could reproduce and they could establish themselves as the apex predator on this island.
Despite its name, this 1 to 2 meter long tree snake is extremely adaptable, living in open grasslands and around human settlements.
Since these brown tree snakes are nocturnal, we're gonna have to come back out here, ride these fences at night, and just get an overall kind of sense as to what's going on. Light.
Light. Flashlight.
A lot of people don't quite understand why this brown tree snake being here causes such a problem. The issue is that it was introduced by man's action, and it has extirpated 12 species of birds, among other things, and they're found nowhere else on this planet. And that's the issue.
Tonight, they'll track down and remove as many snakes as they can.
Those slabs are perfect hiding spots for snakes. Nothing getting in there.
We covered an awful lot of ground.
But I thought we'd find more here. The way they talk, this place is just crawling with snakes. And we were told, pretty much pick a fence and you'll find them.
But their persistence always pays off.
Snake right over there.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Hey, buddy.
Look at him navigate that fence. Now, their evolutionary design is so specialized for climbing. They have hundreds of ribs, and those ribs are tied together by thousands of muscles, you know, in a ratchet system. So they literally can move themselves up the slipperiest of vertical spaces. We work on our little core right here. Their whole body is core. They've got abdominal muscle after abdominal muscle just stacked up by the hundreds.
There's prey items all over this fence. So look, there's a gecko right here. That's why he's here.
Praying mantis. Look at this. Ah, praying mantis style meets snake style.
Uh-oh, it's going to be a fight.
Nope. Nope, he slides right under, stealthy like a snake.
Look at the mantis, he's like,
Look, that was a close one. Man, don't come back or I'll kick your butt, man.
Stuck through this one.
Sean.
what?
Let him do it. What if you get that snake off by yourself?
Oh, come on. I think that's real hard, huh?
Yeah, be careful.
It'll break his neck.
Just
put your finger up there.
Put your finger right up under that loop right there.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
Just
bit.
like it, just
Here, you go right ahead. Yeah, it's all yours. You want to get bit?
No.
See, I'm trying not to get bit. I know you don't care if you get bit because you know you're not allergic to it.
But the brown tree snake does carry a mildly toxic venom.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Matter of fact,
Jump for, Sean.
because his teeth went in under my cuticle. Look at some of the teeth marks on my nail. You know, that guy was a little spunky, had a go at me. And they're mildly venomous, but they're rear-fanged. Not typically a big deal for humans. Maybe a little swelling, a little bit of pain.
You know, if you're allergic to the enzymes, it can still put a hurting on you. I don't know if I'm allergic to the enzymes in this bite or not, so I don't want to find out. All right, let's bag this thing, go get another one. I don't want your blood all over the bag either.
I thought you were getting
It's my bag.
Let's get some more.
Snake right there. Woo! This is a big one, guys. Check this one out.
That's a 5-footer. Hook back. Now he's happy. These things are good in those fences.
With plenty to eat and few predators, Guam's tree snakes can grow as long as 3 meters.
I imagine he's probably holding a little more venom than those little guys that bit you. You want to stick your hand in there for this guy?
I ain't afraid of him. Don't. That was his tail.
It was not. It was damn head.
I'm a little disappointed. I mean, as much as we've heard about how many snakes are supposed to be on this island, I mean, 2 snakes, and we've been cruising around almost all night, hitting these fences.
Be interesting to see what we get when we get with some people that are neck deep in this project.
Well, like I said, we're just getting started, so we'll have to see.
Onward and upward to infinity and beyond.
Now I'm starting to wonder, you know, how accurate the claims are that this snake is really a nuisance on the island of Guam. You know, we got to thinking, well, these are more of an arboreal species, so we're gonna have to start looking in other places.
Today we're supposed to meet up with the guys from the rapid response team and catch some brown tree snakes.
Yeah, guy's standing there looking in the trees is probably our guy.
James? Hey, Sean, how you doing?
You guys, good to see you. Yeah. We're going to start out tonight here just right along the road because it's got a nice forest edge.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready too, man. Sean, we're working with the rapid response team.
Well, see, I have to roll the window up from the cameraman who left it down.
So what is our witching hour here? What's when we're going to start seeing them?
Their activity period seems to be half hour to an hour after sunset, so we're probably 20 minutes to a half hour from when it starts getting really good to find these guys.
When they're moving around, they catch your eyesight. And these animals just coil up. They just look like a vine or part of the tree. They're almost impossible to see without that movement.
When you're in the bush looking up, you've got so much canopy and there's so much vines and it's so thick. Snake boys.
Yeah?
Yep.
And we've got one.
Look at him resting right there on that branch.
Oh yeah, I see him. And he's up there. All right, monkey man, let's get it. He knows you're coming. He's headed up.
Woo, not in the face, brother.
He likes you a lot.
Oh, there's a bite.
First one of the night.
All right, ready?
Yep. You can just put them on the tongs. Don't even need to close them. Well, that's a good-looking snake. Whoa, hello, buddy. It's all yours, brother.
Look at the eyes. It's just magnificent how large they are. You know, good indicator. It's a nocturnal snake.
It has to have like the largest eyes of any snake.
Their bulging eyes give the brown tree snake a huge advantage for spotting prey in the dark.
It is too bad that these guys are invasive because they are beautiful snakes. You got to appreciate, you know, just how pretty they are and how nimble they are in the trees, and pretty amazing. And as generalists, they can pretty much, bite me on my hand. No, come on now. Now you just
wants to chew.
Now you're just trying to envenomate me. That's rude.
Its toxin won't kill, but symptoms can range from dizziness to vomiting to severe infection. And Sean's taken multiple bites over several days.
Is that bite bothering you at all?
Nah, stinging a little bit.
Like a bee sting, or?
Kind of a stingy, itchy.
As the night wears on, the action heats up.
You guys, we got a snake over here on the ground.
He looks rough. He's a bigger one.
Yeah, look how thin he is, though. The spine sticking out on the back. This guy doesn't look like he's had a meal in a while.
He doesn't have much fight in him either.
You can see these bumps right here. I'm running my fingers over. That should have a layer of muscle over it, and that's totally gone on this animal. We see in animals that haven't had food in a long period of time. But James, I mean, is this typical to find them like this?
Yeah, diameter-wise, he's not atypical. This snake is obviously in the process of shedding. So I think part of the reason he's looking so poor to us is because his skin is loose and starting to flake off. You can also see through, and he doesn't got anything in there.
I can see his ribs.
Yeah, you can see his organs. I can see his heart.
Look at that, look at that. You can see his heart. You can see it beating.
Oh, that's really cool right there.
The brown tree snake's heart can shift from its normal position, an adaptation to protect it when swallowing large prey.
One more in the bag. All right, here they come. They're popping up everywhere.
And all of a sudden, we're starting to see snakes. One here, one there.
Yeah, it is a pretty good sized animal.
There's a lot of snakes here.
You got him?
Yeah. We pull out somewhere between 9 and 10 snakes within a 2-hour period, which is now starting to get along the lines of the numbers that have been fed to us.
Snake!
Got it?
Ready? Another one bites the dust.
We haven't even gone into the interior. This has all been edge.
There's obviously a lot. I mean, we go out and find, 9, 10 snakes in one night.
That wasn't even a night. That was just a couple of hours.
Yeah. Where can you go in a 200-yard stretch down home and just walk up and down and catch 10 snakes?
Yeah, 10 of the same species.
They've seen the snake. Now the hunters meet one of its victims, the Guam rail.
On Guam proper, there are absolutely no rails that exist still in the wild. They are extinct. So they've got this breeding population, but they cannot do reintroductions back into Guam at this point because they feel that the tree snake population is still too large and would just decimate all of the birds that they release.
With no natural fear of snakes, the flightless rail was almost hunted to extinction in the 1980s by the brown tree snake.
So how many rails do you have in this breeding program here?
Right now, I think we're at 130, 140.
Wow.
It's a numbers game. So the more birds you release, the more likely you have birds to stick around the release area, breed, otherwise, and not die.
They can get those birds reintroduced. That'll be a phenomenal story, a huge success story.
Yeah, that's the way to get them.
Oh, there you go.
That's the way I get them.
Very cool looking animal. The red eyes are pretty strange. He's like, I'm out of here, mama. Don't chase him. Yeah, don't chase him.
See, that's the stalking rail. You got him.
There we go.
Come here, little buddy. It's all right.
There we go.
Let's not be responsible for releasing a critically endangered bird species.
Yeah. Look at him, he's a cutie.
Only on Guam.
You know, I would like to think that the rail can make a comeback here on Guam, but you put the rails back on this island with the number of tree snakes you have, and it's a death sentence for those animals.
To avoid that catastrophe, Diane's team has set up a sanctuary about 1 kilometer south of Guam on nearby Cocos Island.
Cocos is the only place where they exist in the wild on Guam.
So you take animals that are produced out of here, and that's what you're using to replenish Cocos Island?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But Cocos Island is also home to another predator, the mangrove monitor lizard, and it eats rails.
How goes it?
Good, how you doing?
Good, Sean.
Seamus.
Biologist Seamus Earhart studies the lizards to help ensure the rail's survival.
All right, we're excited. Let's we'll get our gear and load up. The thing about Cocos Island is that obviously it's a small island, so like 83 acres out here, and they got a reintroduction program for their Guam rail. Big thing out here is, yeah, we'd like to see some Guam rails out here doing good, but we also want to catch some of these mangrove monitors and you know, extract them off the island, give these rails a fighting chance. Now, who's this guy?
Chris, he tracks the rails on the island.
You tracking a bird?
Yeah, I am.
How many you got still with radios?
I got 5 birds still. 7 birds dropped transmitters, and I'm sure they're still alive. We've had 9 nests so far, and 4 have hatched out, for sure. 6 baby chicks.
So these birds have settled in.
Yeah,
they're feeding themselves, they're reproducing, they're making it.
Yeah, they're making it. They're doing good.
That's great to hear for a highly endangered bird.
With Guam rails making a comeback on Cocos, the Monitor Lizard Control Program looks like it's working.
Well, a lot of the monitor lizards aren't in this area. They're real shy and they don't like people.
Yeah.
Mangrove monitors are covered in dark green scales, so they're hard to spot in the dense forest.
It's warm enough now that they're foraging in the shade. There's a monitor right over my back in the brush pile.
In this brush pile right here?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Run the back, run the back, run the back. He's heading that way, Mikey. Wait, he's 7 feet right in front of me on top of the brush. You gotta go deeper, Greg. You gotta go deeper. He's coming your way, Mikey. He's coming your way.
He's coming to you.
Get him, get him. You got him?
No. He's out. He's gone. Actually, my stick got in the way. I should have just grabbed him by hand.
Hey, the good thing is they're moving. Let's see what we can get.
You know, catching monitors is extremely difficult. I'll be surprised if we actually get a monitor here this afternoon. I mean, they're very elusive, they're very quick. Their camouflage is incredible.
With no luck chasing them down, the hunters decide to check out some live traps.
Ooh, look at this baby.
Oh, there's 2.
No lizards, but it is something native to the island.
They're called coconut crabs because supposedly they can climb up a tree, flip a coconut off, go down and open it up.
These guys have some of the strongest claws in the crab world. Unreal power behind those things. What's that? What's that? It never gets old.
See how old it gets now.
They'll climb right on the tree, man. Straight up a tree, man. Tree climbing crabs.
There's sometimes monitors that are on the tree are hiding from you. If you hang back, when the guys walk past them, they can turn around the other side of the tree and they actually expose themselves to a person that they didn't see.
Monitor right there, guys, right there. He's moving, he's moving, he's moving. We want to try and snatch him. Dr. Michael's got him. First one, good job, Mikey.
Sean scared him to me.
Woo-hoo! You know, he's in good shape.
He's in great shape.
No real scarring.
He's got great body weight. Typical, though, for Indians, they're just not aggressive.
Yeah,
monitor shower there?
I think the animal really thought he had a height advantage over us. Once he was looking down, he didn't feel as intimidated as some of the animals on the ground. And then when we reach up with those metal tongs, there's no body heat, there's nothing that says to him this is another animal. There's no scent or anything like that.
Biggest defense right now is using those razor-sharp claws to Look at the way he rakes my hands.
In with those
He's
claws.
digging in, trying to pull backwards from this, which has his head. What's your largest mangrove out here? That you've
Probably
caught?
around just under 4 feet.
Let's bag this guy and go find some more.
Yeah.
Burn
Yeah,
daylight,
sure.
huh? Oh, Mikey's a lizard in this one.
Cool. Got him?
Look at him.
What's up? There you go. Yeah, that'll get him. Get me.
He wants some.
See this guy for a second. I
Got
don't
it?
trust you near my face, that's all. But, you know, one of the things we talked about with these lizards is how they got here. And there is a possibility of them coming over from the mainland. I mean, they're excellent swimmers. They're found around the water. And when you look at this tail here, it's really compressed like a crocodilian tail.
These mangrove monitors are famous for not only be able to tolerate estuary or salt water, but also just to navigate waterways.
They also have a special gland in the nasal area where they can secrete salt, so they can go through a marine environment and not dehydrate. And they eat fish. I found the fish in their stomach contents.
All right, let's get this guy bagged up and
in quick.
Like the tree snakes they collect, it's game over for these lizards.
2 in the bag.
But the guys wonder if Cocos Island will ever be a safe haven for the Guam rail.
You're maximum a kilometer off that island. It's close, and these guys are no strangers to swimming, you know?
And just with the tide coming out, they could coast.
There's a piece of the puzzle that needs solved. The story is like back in the late 80s or early 90s that there was a resort out here, and they had a nice little enclosure for an exhibit for tourists. And when the typhoons went through, that got demolished and released these monitors onto the island. It'd be interesting to get out here and maybe talk to some people that were here pre-typhoon and see if those monitors actually were here. Do you remember monitor lizards being on the island when you were a kid?
Yes.
Like approximately what year?
70s, maybe 70s.
All right.
If more monitors swim the short distance from Guam to Cocos Island, it could destroy the rail's comeback.
going back to do a necropsy on a monitor, right?
Yeah.
Next, the guys want to know if the captured lizards have been eating rails.
Let's see what he's consuming from over.
Is this a relatively large mangrove monitor for what you're typically taking off the island?
This is actually one of the larger ones that we have out there. And he's real healthy. You can tell by the stomach, and the other way is by the circumference of the tail. It's thick.
A lot of meat on him.
He's a healthy boy.
Every lizard removed from Cocos Island undergoes a stomach content analysis.
There's huge value to a necropsy. I mean, we find out what these animals are eating. And for me, even on the invasive side of stuff back in mainland habitats, the necropsies have proven that these animals are not as devastating as some of the projections that other biologists have.
Number one thing we're looking for are rail eggs or rail feathers. The other thing we're looking for is turtle eggs, because green sea turtle lays eggs out there and nests, and these guys are notorious for raiding turtle nests. They're ready. There we go, crab claw.
What you're seeing is the fact that this monitor is a generalist, and they'll eat about anything they can get in their mouths. And, you know, they'll scavenge for human waste. They'll eat, you know, other reptile eggs, bird eggs, small birds.
This is the fun part. This is where the feces is. Heavily digested, so it smells horrible.
I know, that's right up your alley. You jealous you can't play in that, or you dying to get in there? Serving up a little poo-poo platter for the flies there. Yeah, that's the stuff Mikey likes right there, that thick gray rotting stuff. I like my monitors alive.
Being a guy that really likes monitor lizards, that kind of bothered me. In the early days of this program, they used to release the monitors that they found on Cocos Island back on the mainland. That's something that I think I can go for.
No rails, you know, no other native birds.
Yeah, it was good.
How many birds' eggs in all the necropsies you've done, or bird parts?
1 bird egg and 3 birds in all the ones I've done.
We've got kind of some fish waste from humans cast aside and a land crab. It's definitely a positive sign, because that's a good-sized animal. It could be eating, you know, rail chicks or eggs. But the fact that we didn't find any is positive.
Back to Guam to see whether the rail can ever live on the main island itself.
Guam National Wildlife Refuge.
The guys catch up with biologist Jennifer Cruz. She's working on a fence that will surround 110 hectares of beach and forest. The barrier will protect some of Guam's remaining endangered animals.
So this is the beginning of your exclusion fence.
Yeah, this is the part, it actually wraps around to the other side of the building and will extend all the way to the beach.
Putting up the fence is only part of the problem. You've got a whole bunch of animals in that circle that got to be removed.
You know, we probably won't be able to eradicate all of the snakes, because as you guys have seen, there are millions of snakes on this island, but we can at least maybe control them. The same with the monitor lizards.
These brown tree snakes and their uncanny ability to literally project themselves into thin air is why constructing an exclusion barrier or fence is so difficult. Their abilities to scale walls and trees and fences and vertical spaces is amazing. You know, it seems like this is a massive amount of resources dedicated to this project.
It's estimated about $1 million fence. It's going to be quite a task. The rail is, you know, they live on the ground. They're susceptible to a lot of things.
It looks like a great plan.
I need a perimeter fence like this around my house. But the invasive I'm keeping out's humans. Yeah, I love it. Check that out.
The guys check out another of Guam's snake fences, built by the military to keep tree snakes from either entering or hitching a ride off the island.
Yeah, basically, they've just got that bow coming out of it, so if the snakes do get enough traction, they'll get up to that little bow, and hopefully it'll flop them back over onto the ground. And as the snake starts to crawl up, if he can actually get any traction on this little gauged fencing here, so he's gonna have to go out and around this. And basically, the gravity's gonna pull him with what little traction he's got on that fencing back to the ground. He may try it once or twice, but eventually, these animals are just gonna avoid the fence.
Pretty simple design, but it looks like it might work.
Back to the hunt.
Another fun-filled night on tree snakes.
Let's hope.
This time, they're here to do more than count tree snakes.
How goes it?
Pretty good, thanks.
Sean.
Good to see you, Bjorn.
Biologist Bjorn Lardner studies the snake's movement patterns.
We're going to try to put a radio transmitter in a baby snake.
So how do you do that?
And we're going to use tiny, tiny transmitters that are so small that you can fit them inside a baby snake without the snake having to carry too much of a load. We're going to stuff a transmitter into this dead gecko.
This tiny transmitter weighs only a gram.
So here we've got a transmitter gecko ready to be eaten by a snake.
So the Trojan gecko.
Yeah.
All right, now comes the hard part. We've got to find a snake.
And get it to eat that gecko.
I don't know, after last night, might not be such a hard thing to do.
Remember that tonight we're only looking for the small guys. Any snake that is larger than roughly 3 feet total length, that is not a snake we want to transmit it tonight.
Wind whipping through here with the trees moving makes it even that much harder to see a snake moving in the tree, because what we're looking for is movement as these snakes search around for their prey items. And I mean, we had a lot stacked against us tonight.
Looking for pretty small juveniles. They don't typically find them on the ground, so it's one area that we can forego searching. This wind is a killer. You're gonna have to actually catch the glint of the snake or the coloration or just the body form.
It doesn't take long for the python hunter's snake radar to kick in.
Guys, we got a snake over here on the ground. It's got to be a big one. It's on the ground.
So how long is that?
About twice what you need, huh?
Too big for my needs.
All right, bag him and keep going.
If you guys want another one, there's one down here. A little bit too big for our needs, but he's out of range. It's not possible to transmit him while he's down there.
We've been able to catch plenty of adults, but we need a juvenile to swallow this tracker so we can follow its movements through the forest.
Crap, is it a cyclone?
Despite the impending storm, the guy's search moves deeper into the jungle.
Thorn bushes, spider webs.
snake, boys. He's right here. He's about
3 feet.
Maybe a
3.5.
little bigger than the last one just pulled out.
If I just stick this up to him, he probably won't be too happy about it.
Didn't take. Matter of fact, he ran from it.
Tag it and bag it.
For a bag.
And they might be getting exactly what we want, but we're getting rid of more snakes. Snake!
Another brush pile snake?
Yeah.
What size is it?
Big. Look at those big eyes. Perfect for hunting at night. Oh, another one for the bag. 5 and 40 minutes. We're heading to beat last night's record. This is conflicting here. I mean, we're out removing an invasive species. Unfortunately, these animals can't be released back in the wild. It's so much nicer to be able to go out and handle a snake in its native habitat and be able to release that animal back into the wild. This is not what we like to do here. We're getting tired of yelling out snake, man. I hear you. There's another one right up the road there. I think they've gotten a tree.
Might actually be receptible to the idea of offering him the gecko. Let's see if we can sneak up there carefully, very gently. Careful now.
He's looking at it.
Yeah, he's definitely eyeballed it.
How's that shoulder burn?
I just hope I don't drop it. Oh, doesn't look good. Should have struck by now.
Yeah, he's definitely eyeballed it.
Yeah, he's looking at it. So I think he's trying to find the head of the lizard.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, he's got it. Took it. Took it.
Nice,
Awesome.
nice.
Look at that.
Good job.
Perfect, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. When it took that gecko and you were dead on the front, you could see it alternate those upper jaws left and right, and just take that gecko back, you know, and including the transmitter. So you're good to get some data on this guy, see what's going on with him. This is science we love. Gadgets, snakes, lizards, transmitters.
I didn't think we would get a snake to take the gecko. I would have lost money on this.
Well,
But,
it's always easier when they're up because they don't seem to be as disturbed by your presence.
Right, right.
When you're below them.
Right. That's something you rarely ever see in the wild. I mean, obviously, we held the gecko up there for him to eat. But anytime you come across this snake, you know, even in the Everglades, we come across a little ribbon snake eating a frog. It's almost unimaginable to a person to understand an animal that can, with no arms or legs, engulf something almost, you know, twice the size around as what it is. It's just incredible to watch.
Yeah, I missed all the fun.
Yeah, you're kind of late to the party, brother. The snake has taken the gecko, eaten the gecko, and wandered off.
Awesome.
Where were you?
I caught 6 snakes by myself. These guys are excited about one because it ate a gecko. Whatever.
Is that a static signal?
The interval between 2 pulses is really slow. So you can tell that the snake is doing something up and down with his body. I mean, one night's worth of recordings, you have about 30 or 35,000 sound pulses like this. It's just sitting flat with the same pulse rate. You know the snake is not moving around.
We actually fed him right here.
Bjorn leaves his radio receiver near the spot where the snake fed on the gecko. Over the next 24 hours, the receiver will track the snake's movements for later analysis.
In the morning.
Mission accomplished. We finally got a snake to eat our gecko. But there's always time for one more snake catch.
Better hope that's not the same one. You're gonna mess up all this data.
That's way bigger.
That's way bigger.
Use your tongs.
I think I'm going to quit walking around looking for these guys because if you stay in the same place long enough, another one will just come along.
The next day, the guys check out another of Guam's destructive invasive species, the wild hog.
Hello, guys.
Hey.
Welcome to Guam.
Feral pigs are a problem in any environment that they get released into. On an island especially, they've got no predators, so they're out there, they're digging up the native plants. Somewhere between 30 and 50% of those plants are being dug up and killed by the pigs digging at the roots.
So we're here to look for some hogs?
Yeah, we hear you've got a similar problem to what we have back in Florida, a bunch of feral hogs.
Actually, right now is a really bad time. I want to show you some samples in my truck.
Yeah.
These are some of the wild pigs that we've taken out in the past couple months here.
You know what the weight was on this?
That's about 245.
That's a big animal there.
Yeah.
Structurally, that hog is way bigger than our Florida hogs.
Look how long the actual tusk is. I mean, that's anchored in the jaw, and you can see why the tusk is so powerful, because it's got a huge, huge root system that anchors into that jaw.
A couple of guys got injured with that. They'll go right through your legs and take your thigh meat with you. The most dangerous is the sows that are the white with black spots. They're notorious for running down humans. They're not afraid of the humans. This is last night's digging.
Fresh.
This wasn't here yesterday. They got like 5 eggs out, eating the feed for the animals. Look at that monster back there, just watching. These are his kids. But as it happens, these pigs here, they're so used to landowners feeding the goats, they just start coming around.
That's amazing. They're just integrating themselves. They're gonna take the food right out of these goats' mouths. Pigs eat first, goats wait in line.
For every pig you kill, it's at least 20 pigs born. They're just rapidly producing. It's too fast.
But Mark wants to get the guys even closer in a wilder environment.
You see, there's one right there. Cameraman, go. Stick along the edge over there. This is just one example of why they're so dangerous. They could cause accidents on the road, and they have. So, you know, they're already using up all the food in the jungle. They have to come out here along the edges and eat.
He's headed into the trail now.
Yeah, we're gonna go in there now. This is where we're gonna enter. You just gotta be careful. As you saw already, we have some wild pigs in the area, so just use caution when we're entering. Be real quiet as possible. Wallow that we're gonna go look at, been used for many, many, many years. As you'll see, the size of it. These are all pig trails coming in and out of the area. So this is where we're going in. Welcome to the wallow. Yeah, I see it, yeah. There's one right over there. Oh, that's a white and black one. See, that's the one I told you about. That's really dangerous. Yeah, this is the time that they start moving around. They come into this wallow before they go back, start digging for food. This is their feeding time. So they'll feed all the way till late in the night, early in the morning, and then they'll start bedding down till the next day.
It's obviously that this wallow is sustaining a huge population.
Yes. Yeah, so in the proximity to the highway, you know, it's a big danger.
It's just mud.
It's hog shit is what it is.
Sometimes you leave your shoes behind. You get them in the spring.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
They're off to check out yet another species that's put Guam's ecosystem into a tailspin.
I can hear him.
Yeah?
Where he's at, yeah.
They've been up close with some of the island's biggest invasives. But when it comes to rampant destruction, they know size doesn't matter.
We're going to meet this guy named Roland, and they have a rhinoceros beetle project. First you think, you know, little beetles, what can they do? But, you know, it's the small stuff sometimes that makes a huge impact. You're talking about an animal that has the possibilities of just destroying all the coconut trees on an island.
They're hard at work already. When you look at those coconut palms, you can tell beetles are in them. Telltale signs, which the wedge cuts on the fronds. They start to look unhealthy, it's a little scraggly.
So gentlemen, if you come this way, here's a nice representation of the kind of damage caused by the coconut rhinoceros beetle. But these on the backside are just so bad. And if you take a look at the tree behind you, that's what they end up looking like.
Heard you got a chainsaw here.
We're gonna break it out and see if we can find some rhino beetles up in the top of these coconut trees.
Let's save some forest, man.
One coconut tree at a time.
Guys, step back. He's gonna Chopping down hundreds of infected trees is a crucial step in stopping the beetle population's rapid growth.
Damn, who taught him?
Like a pro.
That there is a rhino beetle hole.
What are the adults coming in to get out of this top of this tree?
They go in and they are feeding on the sap, on the tree sap. That's sugar water. Let's clean this up and see if any beetles are home.
You know, a lot of people say, well, big deal if coconut palms go extinct on the island, but one, that provides homes or potential homes for other, wildlife. And the fact that the coconut palms are also tied to traditional use.
Oh, right there.
Look at that.
Right there. There you go. Somebody was home. Look at all the damage that he's caused.
Look at that. Look at the size of that hole.
Those are multiple hits.
To see the devastation that a little beetle can do. We've gone all over the place and seen similar beetles, similar larvae, and no devastation, but they've got the other predators.
So there he is, the big, bad rhino beetle, the devastator of coconut groves.
When was the beetle first noticed on the island?
It was first discovered in 2007 at a wedding chapel doing laps in a swimming pool. And by the time we found it and we went around the area and did a delimiting survey, there was already breeding occurring. Look at that, gentlemen.
Grubs.
There you go. Boom.
Yeah, look at that. The coconut rhinoceros beetle larvae.
Baby beetles develop over 200 days. But even as larvae, the damage they inflict is devastating.
Look at that. Here's two.
We've picked in a stump, I can pull out 100 grubs.
Wow. Oh, that's an insane number.
If we fail on Guam to eradicate this, that puts Hawaii, the United States, and New Zealand and Australia at risk because of all the commerce that goes in between the area.
How many eggs will a female put down?
Anywhere from 40 to 100 eggs.
With no avian predators or any other natural predators here, this rhinoceros beetle is reproducing exponentially.
Without a doubt.
You've got to get some community involvement. Get the humans on this island involved in a little bit of culinary arts. I'm a beetle larva expert for eating and taste, and this one is looking kind of tasty. I'm gonna give it a go.
You think so?
Yeah, we're gonna try
I'd like to see that.
it. Get its head on there.
Take the head off.
But then you gotta give it a roll, right? You gotta get a little bit of the palm out.
What's the flavor like?
Organic. Real palmy, really.
Look at the skepticism on that face.
I'm gonna put out a rhino beetle larvae cookbook. Make millions.
You know what? Do it, and we will be your wholesale supplier.
Roland has one more island delicacy to offer.
You guys need to eat beetle nut while you're here.
I swallowed it.
Despite its name, beetle nut has nothing to do with beetles. It's a palm tree seed, and chewing it stimulates the nervous system.
It's a nice little high that some people get, and a lot of people chew that out here.
You know, everywhere I go for as long as I can remember when I traveled, I always like to kind of insert myself into that local culture and that indigenous people's kind of, traditions.
Getting any of the
tingly
effects, a little tingly in your mouth, a little numb?
Oh, I'm sweating, I'm not kidding you.
So you're definitely not driving?
Probably not.
But Sean's beetle nut experience takes an unexpected turn.
Harry! It's hitting hard now. My legs are going out.
You are drunk.
I got to tell you, that blindsided me. And I thought, I got this. It's no big deal. And then it hit me like a freight train, and it knocked me on my ass.
All of a sudden, I look over and Sean is wasted. I'm like, Sean, we got some serious work to do here. He's like, no, I'm serious. That was great.
I can't believe how white you are.
I mean, you are pale. All right?
Sean, how are you doing?
How are the six of you doing?
How are we doing?
I want to see if you can walk a straight line.
Yeah, you hadn't, bro.
So now we can actually say the beetle knocked you on your ass.
It did too. It did. In about 2 minutes, it kicked my ass, and I'm solid now. It's amazing, you know, how everything is intertwined and entangled and is a web. When the brown tree snake comes in, they decimate the bird life on the island. The beetle comes into that vacuum where they've got no predators, and they explode. Nature doesn't like a vacuum, and they'll fill it any way they can. And that's what happened.
I could hang out in jungles like this for a long time.
Before they leave the forest, the guys want one last chance to get up close with a brown tree snake.
I think we should get a couple of minutes just hunting.
Crap, man, everything in here looks like a dang snake. These vines all over the place.
Holy cow. Very difficult to understand how many animals are on this island. Because of such dense foliage and everything that's going on here, the numbers that have been presented to us, you know, sometimes we feel are false. But once we get out there and see how difficult it actually is to find these snakes, I understand how those numbers can be that high and nobody really see these snakes on the island.
Whoa, 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 we got a snake. A little one.
That's a little guy.
You know, we've seen a lot of traps around here. I just didn't think they'd work. You know, these guys are actually cruising around looking for food versus sitting back as an ambush predator. They stretch out. You see how that thing can go from branch to branch to branch.
You look at those eyes, you look at that head shape and the pupil. Quintessential nocturnal predator. And their rear fang. So a bite from one of these, you know, is typically not that big a deal, especially one this size. And they've got to do a little bit of chewing on you. And wait, you look at that.
You look at him arm a little funny.
That's a beautiful animal, though.
Yeah, it is. Hey, buddy. Nice.
Good find.
Last brown tree snake on Guam.
Good job, man. You checked the trap well.
Yeah, well,
good job.
Catch is a catch.
Oh, wait a minute, you really catch it as a catch?
There you go.
Catch.